Hello, hello, and welcome to the Notary Life with Kimmi Podcast. I am also one of the trainers with Notary Educators, which includes myself, Kimberly Nunnally, Angela Johnson, and Alexis Franklin. We each own our own very successful notary businesses and teach notaries in all 50 states to be great and grow their own business. We will discuss general notary work, apostilles, ink fingerprinting, and the duties of a notary signing agent, and much, much more. For all of your notary needs, please visit notaryeducatorsllc.com. We hope you enjoy the show, and we wish you much success.
I'm doing great, thank you.
Doing good.
Let me do an official greeting, guys. Hello, and welcome to Notary Life with Kimmi, along with the Notary Educators. This is our open Q&A. And we want to welcome everyone this evening. We are just a second early, but we wanted to start letting people in the room where it happened. I don't know if we got any Hamilton fans out there.
Mm-hmm.
The room where
yeah.
my friends surprised me and took me to see Hamilton in Chicago. Okay, we are still letting people in, and we'll have an official introductions in just a second, y'all. And ladies and Jeffrey, keep an eye out for the waiting room, okay?
Okay.
Bernita, what's up?
My girl, Anita.
Allison on fire out there. Hey, everybody. Hey, Miss April. How's everyone this evening?
Hello.
Hello.
We are not going to be shy, people. We're going to get right into it because we want to make sure we answer as many questions as we can.
Yes.
And make sure everyone's on the right path. And a lot of you are here for the first time. You may not even know who we are, but we're going to do introductions shortly. Some of you we've spoken with recently on the telephone and invited you to this open Q&A about the notary business. And it's 7:00, so we're going to get started, you guys. So welcome again. This is Notary Life with Kimmi, as well as Notary Educators Training Team, myself, Angela, and Alexis. And just briefly about myself, I have a notary business here in the state of Georgia. Found out about the business when my sister was ill, and one of her friends came by to visit her at the hospital. Just a casual conversation. I was like, "What are you doing for work?" And she says, "Oh, I'm a notary." I said, "A notary?" And I had been a notary before, so over 20 years at 2 different banks, and I didn't know you can do it and actually get paid for it. So she said, "Yeah, let people come to my house and everything." And I said, "Oh, okay." So I came back home, did my homework, and I said, "Oh, this is a thing." Everybody was on YouTube, and how I got involved with that piece of it really quick is I couldn't find any information for my state. Those who are making money in this industry are usually kind of tight-lipped. No one wants to share. So I said, you know what? I'm going to pull a lid back and tell people in Georgia how they can make money. Well, little did I know, I ended up being able to help people in all 50 states. And it's been a blessing for me as well as my 2 counterparts here. So I'll let them introduce themselves. It's not about us. It's all about you. So we'll start with Alexis. And if you could tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
Yes, I will make it quick because we got to get to you all. But my name is Alexis. I've been a notary since 2020. I learned about it from Kimmi. Right after me getting my notary certificate, I didn't do anything with it. I was like a lot of people out there. I just had it, and Kimmi kept calling me like, "I'm doing this, I'm doing that." I was like, okay, let me jump on this. So I got to it. I did a 9-to-5 and I did my notary business. And then I branched out and completely went on and just did my notary business, added on different things, loan signing and so forth. But yeah, I am also located in Georgia as well.
And I'm Angela, 1/3 of Notary Educators. I've been a notary for over 30 years. I worked as a notary at a law firm in California when I lived there for 10 years. And then in Georgia since I moved here. And so the way I got into the business was Kim and I have been knowing each other like over 20 years. And I had to call her one day because of a mutual friend. And she was like, "Oh, what have you been up to?" And I was like, "What have you been up to?" She's like, "I'm doing this notary thing." And I said, "Really?" I said, "I'm a notary." She said, "Oh, really? You're a notary?" And so at the time, I had taken a little hiatus from my job. And so we was talking back and forth, over the next month or two or so. And so Kim got really busy with the notary thing. And she would call me and say, "Can you go do this notary for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess." And it started getting busy. I'm like, "I may as well do this notary thing." And so that's how we hooked back up. And so here we are, notary educators, 3 years later, helping other people in all states becoming a great notary.
Yes. So it has definitely been one of the best things that we all have ever did. We know we've changed some lives, and even those that are here today, from sharing the knowledge that we have, that we've accumulated, we shared it with everyone. So we're not stingy with knowledge, as you will see tonight. Just a couple of ground rules I came up with, guys, just really quick. We really want to make sure we get as many questions as we can. So don't be shy. You can put your hand up, use the raise hand feature. We will try to monitor the chat also, and whatever it is that you want to know about the business. So I'll get started to break the ice because I don't see any hands up. And then that'll kind of maybe get the juices flowing out there as to what questions you may have. Oh, Jessica has a question. Okay. Well, let's get Jessica and then I'll come back because it's all about you guys. Hi, Jessica. What's your question tonight?
Hello, Kimmi. I've been dying to meet all of you. How are you?
Hey, nice to meet you. What state are you in?
I'm in California.
Yeah.
Cali. What part?
San Jose. So East Bay, I guess it's called.
Yeah.
Kind of the Bay Area. What was I gonna ask? I just thank you. And last night I just passed my notary signing agent exam.
Congratulations.
And so I'm just waiting for the background check.
Yes.
And well, I thought I heard something on your channel about, since I'm in California, I can't do I-9s because it's immigration. Okay. Can I take a course, or is that just out for California?
No, it's not out. No, it's not
Okay.
out. So other states can do it without any additional training or bonding. But in California, in the I-9, just for clarification, for those who do not know, it's an employment verification form. And that form is an immigration form. So that's why California requires and mandates that you have a bond, which protects the client in case you make a mistake on the document.
Right.
And then you have to have some training. So that is
okay.
True. Other than that, the other states that are here, you all do not have to have any special training. Yeah. So definitely think about adding that because you're in California. The whole immigration thing, you might want to look into that eventually.
Okay, cool. That's what I was thinking. Thank you for answering that. I appreciate it. Great to meet all of you.
Congratulations again, too.
Yes,
thank you so much.
Yes, let's go with I believe it was iPhone 2.
That might be me. I don't know if I'm on here, but I'm Desi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Welcome.
I'm from Indy. And I have two questions, but so my biggest one is I do want to go into loan signing, but I have to go for my TPL, so I'm doing the certification tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And you had actually made a video about kind of really deciding what you wanted to do in your business and really grow with that. And I'm not fully sure because loan signing, I'm also interested in real estate, and I feel like that might help me grow in that a little bit more. But I also see a lot of great reviews about general notary work. But in Indiana, we can only, for travel fees, it's 62 cents a mile, according to the Secretary of State. But I seen a post today where someone said that so that's what the state will reimburse. But if we want to charge a higher fee, we can do that. It's just the state will only reimburse the 62 cents per mile for travel. Is that, because I think fees are where I'm not really sure of, and I can't get a direct answer because of some legal thing, I guess.
Yeah, most people, we don't like to talk about money publicly too much because you can get yourself sued.
Okay.
However, Indiana, I'm looking it up as we speak right quick. You guys can charge a travel fee, to my understanding, because I know a couple other notaries in Indiana. I'm looking it up really quick. And that's how you're going to make your money. Hold on one second, really quick. Yeah, I think you all can charge a separate travel fee. So what it is when it comes to, for everybody that's listening to, The only state that really is really restricted, because even North Carolina, they've been told that they cannot charge a fee, but that's not true. Sometimes you need to know the workarounds. Okay. So for Indiana, you can charge an additional fee. We do teach you how to charge, which is a skill. I often say that people don't believe me, but if you don't know how to price your services, you have no business. So if you just read what's in the handbook and you don't know how to understand that, sometimes you saying, oh, well, it's not worth me. And I would not go out for 62 cents and notarize something. You end up in a hole or bankruptcy court, right?
Yeah.
And in Georgia is $2. So Angela's our money person over here. Angela, while I continue to look up really quick, Indiana, you want to talk about how to make the money on the fees?
So a lot of states, in a lot of states, they tell you what the notary fee is, like Georgia. A lot of people feel that in Georgia, you can't make any money because the notary fee is only $2 per stamp. So where you'll read that in the notary handbook, but it also mentions that we are allowed to charge a reasonable travel fee. And so a lot of states, I don't know why people miss the point that you can charge a reasonable a travel fee or a convenience fee. And so that's where you're making your money at. So it depending on what type of document it is, how far you're driving, as long as you relate to the client that you're charging that travel fee or convenience fee, it's perfectly legal and okay to charge a travel fee. And so in Georgia, I don't charge for the notary stamp because it's only $2. But if you're somewhere like California where you can charge $15 per notary, of course, I'm going to charge you $15 too. So that's why, like Kim mentioned, it's very important to read your notary handbook beyond 62 cents per mile or $10 per stamp, because a lot of states can charge a travel fee.
Okay.
Yeah, we would need to do a little bit more digging for you, but you definitely
What
can.
state is she in, Kim? What state are you?
Indiana.
Yeah, I know for sure you can charge more than 62 cents. I know that for sure. I just need to read the, details.
Okay, I guess I can go back into my handbook and kind of read that, because I did the training like a few months back and it's not completely fresh. I don't want to take everyone's time. So my only other quick question, because I'm reading through different pages and stuff and it gets a little overwhelming, but do you recommend studying all different forms of general notary work and then marketing it, or kind of take it as it's coming and say, okay, this is, because it's overwhelming? Like,
it really is. So this is the way we teach at Notary Educators, and we are firm believers in, if you know how to properly notarize, that's the key. You can notarize any document. I don't know if you saw my video recently on even notarizing a piece of toilet paper. So you know how to notarize. You don't have to know every single document. It's impossible. You don't even have to worry about what state it came from. You don't have to worry about any of that if you know how to properly notarize. So that's what we are big on, having a good foundation. It's like a doctor. If he knows how to perform open heart surgery, right? He doesn't have to learn how to do it on a Black person, on a white person, on someone from Mexico, someone from Costa Rica. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He knows the human body. So that's really serious, but it's the same thing with your notary stamp. It is very serious, because if you don't know how to notarize and you just willy-nilly, I got my commission and I put all my stuff, but you don't know what you're doing, So that's what we recommend. Get the good foundation, and then you don't have to worry about whatever the document is. You got it. Somebody put that in our Facebook group recently, and it just touched all of our hearts. They was like, I can notarize anything. And they were right, because we taught them how to do that. So you can self-teach. We're very big on that. You can, learn about acknowledgments and jurats and everything. But again, sometimes you just need somebody kind of just to take off all the fluff. And let's just get down right to what you need. Okay. So that's what we would recommend for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. So we wish you much success. Let us know if we can help you. We'll be talking about some actual classes we have going on later, but I think you're on the right path. And you did mention one other thing I wanted to address about picking something to do first. Because right now I have a video on my channel where you can do like 12 different things. That video is so outdated. I need to redo it, because there's really almost 20 different things you can do with your notary stamp. So that video is actually outdated. And I only filmed it maybe 6 months ago. So I've even added additional services to my business. Yeah. So focus right now. You said general notary. Let's learn how to notarize documents. And then if it's a will, power of attorney, it doesn't matter where it is. Is it at the hospital? If it's a jail signing, it doesn't matter because your fundamental is there. And that's, I know how to stamp that paper.
Okay.
And then we focus on marketing. We'll go out to some nursing homes. Then we'll go out to the community once we know what to do. Most people do the reverse. They start buying everything. And then it's like, I got all this stuff. Now what?
Yeah.
Okay. So we want to take the edge off and get rid of the fluff.
So Kim, let me answer part of her question about Indiana and travel fees and all of that. So that's why it's important to read your notary handbook beyond what it says, because it does, the notary laws in Indiana says that you can charge a travel fee that does not exceed the standard per diem for the U.S. government, which is like $157, and it breaks it down. And so that's why you have to do a little bit more research and dig a little deeper and see what it means when your notary handbook says that you can do something, because it does say every state tells you what you can charge per notary stamp. Again, a lot of them do tell you that you can charge a travel fee or a convenience fee as long as the client knows before you get there and you guys agree that you're charging that fee.
Yes. So that's again why we go back to that's even an art of how to price. It's a skill set. So once you know how to notarize, how to price your services, and how to market, that is the trifecta. That's it. That's all you need. What you're doing, who you doing it for, and how much it's going to cost. That's all you need for this business. Okay. Well, I hope that answered your questions, and it's been our pleasure to have you join us this evening. Okay. And please stick around, guys, to the end, because we have so many announcements. It's amazing. Okay. We are going in a not different direction, but just a little bit so it can help you out. Missy, welcome, Missy. Missy and I, full disclosure, known each other for 30 years.
Oh, well, hey, Missy, you like family.
My sister from another mother. What's going on, Missy?
I have a question, Kim.
Yes.
Kimmi. So, okay, I'm in South Carolina now, and my goal is to get my notary here. So what do I do after I get my notary? How do I start my business? What's my next step?
Yes. So let me go ahead and put this out here for everybody, because that's what we were just talking about with the other young lady. How do you start your notary business? The first thing you're going to do, and it's really simple, is you're going to get that commission. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to learn what to do with it, whatever our notarial duties, right? And then from there, we'll get a few basic supplies. And then from there, we'll talk about some marketing and pricing. And that's kind of the basis of starting this business. It really is. It's not much more complicated. We just need to put it all together. It's kind of like you go to Kroger, you're going to bake a chocolate cake, and you got all these ingredients, right? Somebody said, girl, we're going to bake this cake. And they tell you what to do. You've never baked anything. So you got all your ingredients. You got your nice chocolate chips. You got your flour, your oil, and all this stuff. And now what? Like we were talking about earlier. So once you get that commission, Missy, you just double back and we'll get you in a training class. If that's with us, or you can self-teach, as I was mentioning again. So I self-taught myself everything, guys, just about. I've taken a few training classes about different things, but it took me a couple years to do it like a pro. That's our expression, notarize like a pro. See, notarize like a pro. So we don't want you just out there willy-nilly stamping. So, that's what, so we take 2 years worth of knowledge and we can give it to you in 3 hours or less.
Can I tell them?
Depending on which class you take. Yes.
Let me tell them a brief experience what happened today about being able to notarize like a pro. I had a Florida apostille. The notary, it was translated in Florida, had to be notarized, so they sent it back to me. When I got it and checked the notary information, it was all wrong. So I wasn't going to send the apostille to Florida because they would have rejected the apostille. The notary didn't sign it properly because her name was different on her stamp than the way she signed it. And in the body of it, she didn't put her full name the way it was on the notary stamp. And her ink stamp was not completely clear. And so I had to call the translator and explain that I can't send it to the Secretary of State because they were probably rejected because all of that stuff is in the handbook. So we teach you at Notary Educators how to clean up mistakes when you make a mistake and how to correct different things. So that's why it's so important not to go willy-nilly and really know what you're doing and be confident that you did it right, because the clients are depending on you to get their documents correct. So she had to resend it, so I won't get it to Monday.
Sorry, y'all. But if you don't know what you're doing, it does affect what's going on in that person's life. It really does. Let's see. I don't know what order the hands were raised, but we're going to get them. So please just be patient. If you did raise your hand before someone else, I'm just going straight down the list. So we have Miss Andrea next. Andrea.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you? Welcome.
Hi, I'm right here in Gwinnett County with you all.
Okay, welcome.
Andrea.
Yes, so I happened to just fall into notary in the middle of the night, like 2:00 in the morning, researching, because I work a 9 to 5. So I want to, really just become my own boss. So I kind of found it in the middle of the night, about 2:00 in the morning. So what I did a little research. So I went and I got my general notary, got my commission. Then I went back to back and got my signed up with NNA as a loan signing agent. Now I have all of that and don't know what to do with it. I don't even really know where to start. I made some cards from Zazzle. So I'm just not really for sure how to get started and putting everything in action.
Yeah, that's the running theme tonight. Does everyone kind of hear that? And this is and it's such a running theme too, is because there are only a few states that actually require training. It's only a couple. The majority of them, as I stated earlier, they just give you the commission, swear you in, you buy some stuff, and you go about your business until you have all this stuff and don't know what to do. So again, it's going to be the same answer for everyone else that we've already kind of laid out there for you. And to make it easier, I wasn't going to do this yet, but I'm going to, because I just think it's so appropriate. I actually wrote a book for each state, how to start your notary business. And what I have here, Arizona, Michigan, Virginia, literally each state has their own book, Indiana, Texas, and it takes you step by step, literally how to start that business in your state. Okay. New York, all 50 have their own book. You can find it at our website, Notary Educators, but it's going to be the same recipe. And this is how I like to describe when I use recipe illustrations. When you go to McDonald's or Chick-fil-A, let's use Chick-fil-A. That's the most popular thing, right? You go to Chick-fil-A, you had that chicken sandwich. That chicken sandwich. Oh, Renita holding up her book. Yeah, she's in Florida. Yeah, thank you, Renita. When you go to Chick-fil-A, though, that sandwich is going to be made the same way. What is it? A bun, chicken, piece of pickle, right? Every time. I don't care what Chick-fil-A you go to. Same thing with a cheeseburger from McDonald's. I used to work there. They had the same process. This process that we're talking about of learning how to notarize, marketing, and pricing, that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. And you do need some basic supplies. And that's why we say kind of focus on one thing first. And then let's kind of build onto the next piece of it. Learning loan signing agent. Like you said, you already have your loan signing agent, but you don't know what to do with it.
Yes,
we recommend do a little bit of general notary work after we help you with your basic training, and then add on the general loan signing agent, and then add on fingerprinting, and then add on, and then, because I just told you it's 20 different things you can do.
Right. That was my next question. So since I'm just fairly new, just do the general notary and then start adding everything, which I'm going to be taking some of you all's courses.
Yeah.
But just wanted to make sure that I'm on the right track.
You are. Yes,
okay.
Andrea, you're on the right track. So kind of pump the brakes. Don't buy anything else until we get you properly trained. That's like the doctor. Y'all know I love me an illustration, right? The doctor, he just got his degree. He got all these. He went out and bought a beautiful shiny stethoscope, and he got all this stuff. but they don't let you just go out. You have to do another few years as intern, right? They don't say, okay, now you got that. No, they don't let you just go start cutting on people. Do you want a doctor who has his degree and all his stuff, but he only just started, no experience? No. Same thing with notaries. And sometimes our poor clients get stuck with somebody don't know what they do. It's not funny, but then they have to, get it fixed. So let's see.
One more question.
Yes.
So even though I have those things, do you think, because I want to add apostille and I-9 and all that other good fingerprinting. So you think I should start off with your course? Because I was going to take the apostille course and fingerprinting course. So don't do that one. Start at the basic one.
That is correct.
Got it. No problem.
That is correct. We are don't add any other service, because in order to be a good apostille agent or apostille agent, that's what Angela teaches. You have to know how to notarize. Remember what she just said a few minutes ago? Somebody was trying to notarize something. She had an apostille, but they didn't notarize it properly. So, because you don't have to be a notary to be an apostille agent. You don't have to. But if you're going to do the business, like we say, full time and do everything, you want to be a great notary before you touch anything else. Even for ink fingerprinting, I really recommend, you don't have to be a notary for that, but you need to be able to follow instructions. And that notary piece is really going to help you.
Thank you so much.
So don't buy nothing else right now till we get you some training, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Alexis, how's the chat going? Is there anything we can address in the chat?
Yeah. Well, Wilma, if you wanted to get off mute, she had a question in the chat, but she couldn't raise her hand.
Okay. Is it something you can ask for her? Or is she gonna try to get off?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hey, Miss Wilma.
Oh, hi.
How you doing?
I'm new at this, so anyway, yay, I got on. I just want to say hi to everyone.
Well, hello. We see your name all the time.
Yeah, I'm glad I finally made one. Kimmi, I want to ask you, do you want me to clarify the NNA's new website, the findanotary.com that they just launched, because I had posted about it?
You can talk about it for a second. I'm actually going to do a video and a full live on it, but yeah, you can, since you brought it up, everyone's going to want to know what it is. So yes, please.
Well, I just wanted to say, I'm new at it too. And all I know is that you sign up, and I think how it works, if someone's looking for a notary in your area, anyway, I had my first one, and I received a message with the person's contact information. And so I called and spoke with the person, and we set up a meeting, and they actually came to my home office. And so other than that, that's all I know. I think they just send you the lead, and then you take it from there.
No, I think that's great. And I think also you get a higher SEO or search engine optimization for those who do not know, because you are registered with them. So I signed up. I believe Angela signed up, and I just think it's the best thing since sliced bread. I just haven't had time to do the video about it or go live because we've been planning for this, but it's actually getting ready to happen in the next couple of days, because I think everyone should sign up for that. I don't endorse a lot of things when it comes to these signing services, but that is one I think we all can get behind, because that's the gold standard. And we thank you for sharing that in the group too.
And I know it really surprised me. I was surprised when I got it. So
yeah,
a lot of people have been asking about signing up. Is there somewhere you can sign up to get general notary work? Well, that's the place. Yeah. The new thing with the NNA, find a notary. If someone calls the NNA, they're in your area, the NNA forwarded it to you like they just did her. So that's the only place that's really out there where you can sign up for general notary work.
Yes. Yeah. Right. So I thank you for mentioning that. Again, we appreciate it. Anything else in the chat we can hit, Alexis, and then we'll get some more about live people. Everyone's live, but
I think there was someone else who couldn't raise their hand. April Taylor.
I'm gonna start at the beginning. At 708. Hello, I'm Tanika in Florida. Do you recommend when setting up Google Business that I do virtual address or my home address? So when you're setting it up, So that's a personal decision as far as where clients are going to come. But when you're setting it up for everyone who does not want to have their address displayed on Google, you can just get your verification sent to your home. And then when it comes to actually setting up your Google page, you can not have an address. You could just have the areas you service, like the counties, the cities, and so forth. So I don't recommend a virtual. Let me say this too. Be very careful with PO boxes or anything like that with Google. Google usually wants a physical address for you. So if you don't want to have any, hardships getting your page set up, go ahead and do the verification to your home. That is what I've seen when I help people and assist people with Google Business. They try to do all these different addresses. I've had somebody try to do their lawyer address, and it was just a mess because Google is going to deny it because there's somebody else out there with that address already. Mm-hmm. So just to, not have that go on, just go ahead and get the verification card sent to your home or however you're going to verify, because they have different ways. But if you use your address, use your address.
And you do not have to have a physical address. I just started doing some research on virtual mailboxes and all that. It is very expensive.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that. But like Alexis and I both are saying, if you don't have people at your home, it's not a big deal. You just put no services offered at this location, and you can still set it up and get verified. Okay. So initially, again, like we said, we're not trying to have you spend a lot of money. Most people do not need a virtual mailbox, and you just got your commission. I've been looking at, like I said, they're running $100 per month. No. Now, maybe as you continue to grow, you may see the need for that, but just initially starting out, that's bells and whistles. We just need to get the car running. Okay.
Right.
We just need to get the car. We need an A to B car right now. We don't need the Mercedes Benz. Okay. Nothing wrong with a Benz, y'all. And don't hate, but we just need a basic Pinto right now to get started. Okay. So if you need some help with your Google My Business, though, Alexis is our instructor over here. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
You can go back and forth. I was going to say.
All right. Let's get another live. I keep saying live, but iPhone. Who is that? iPhone, we're ready for you. I can't see your name. iPhone. Okay, iPhone. While you get ready, we're gonna get Stacy. Okay?
Is that me?
Yes.
Is that me? Okay.
Hi.
I thought my name was showing because when I went back to my settings, it said show name, but I guess it isn't. Okay, great.
I can put it there. What is your name, right quick?
Talya.
Okay, Miss. Is it Tyler?
Talya Garrett.
Hi, Miss Talia. Okay, welcome.
Hi.
Welcome. How are you?
Okay.
Talya.
I don't know. Something just happened. Cut it out. What's going on?
I see that.
Put your name there.
We can still hear you though. I changed your name.
You can still hear me? Okay,
Yes.
there it is. Okay. Okay, so I too was very, very overwhelmed because I've been in this process. It took forever for me to get my commission because I procrastinated and waited to send my documents to the state like right before Thanksgiving. And so you know how that messed everything up because they had all of these stoppages and all of this stuff. So it took forever. So in the in between time, I was joining all of these groups and getting all of this information. And so it was information overload. So I want to thank you guys for helping to settle me. Although I had totally kind of said, okay, I'm not going to be able to do all of these things at one time. I need to figure out just a couple of things. And I had settled on the general notary work as I looked more and more and researched more and more. So I want to thank you guys for going over that and giving me, sort of the recipe to getting started, because I was getting ready to say, let me just go back. Look, after teaching and being an administrator for over 25 years, let me go back to that, even though I don't want to, let me go back to doing that because I was so overwhelmed. At any rate, so you guys did answer one of the questions about a physical address, because I too was sent something to set up my Find a Notary bio and account. And so once I started to do that, I had all of these other questions because it did say something about an address. So I'll just ask those questions about is it necessary for me to have like a separate email address as opposed to just using my personal?
Yeah, I do have a business address. Again, and I'll let Angela and Alexis address this one too. So for myself, I just use a free Google business address, and I don't not the business suites, because that costs money per month.
Okay.
Again, I'm not big on spending where I don't have to. Some people think, well, it must end in .com or whatever. No, it doesn't. Mine is nonbetternotary@gmail.com. People can email me all day long their documents. They don't care that it's not a fancy Kimmi at such and such and all super duper fancy. That's free.
Okay.
I do recommend
that one
having
is free.
a separate email. Yes, but
yeah, I thought that was.
Just have the name of your notary business at Gmail is more than fine. Angela, would you like to talk to that?
That's important too, to have a separate business email, because some, I don't know if all, but quite a few of the signing companies, when you start doing loan signing, they actually require that you have a business email and not to be sending things to your personal email, because they have requirements that they have in place when they're sending you documents. So I strongly recommend that you get a business email. And so also, we get a lot of spam in personal emails too. So you don't want that to be cluttered, with your business when you miss something. So yes, get a business email.
Okay, and those were the reasons I was thinking that I needed to get one. And so you guys are recommending don't try Google Suite, but Google, I can get a free business one. And then the other one is right now, should I use my name, or should I what are the pros and cons to using my name as opposed to coming up with a business, name? Because right now I'm thinking that I just want to do like an EIN number versus maybe like an LLC or something else. I'm thinking that, just because, again, I'm trying to cut costs as well. I don't want to start having to pay for the money to do an LLC and all of those things. So what are the pros and cons to that?
Yeah, let's talk about the business piece of it right quick for everybody. And this is across the board. Again, we want to get a good foundation in order to build out that business piece of it. This is what I recommend. I do have a video on my channel about EIN, LLC, business name, business voicemail, everything you need, videos about those, right? But short version is when we start building out that business piece, yes, we do want to have a business name. We want to have a business email. We do want to have our EIN number. That is completely free. You don't have to pay anybody to do that. As far as your business name, you want to make sure, I recommend having something, if you're going to be a mobile notary, have that in the title. It wouldn't be sexy, sassy, classy, because who knows what that is.
I ain't gonna tell you what it sounds like.
Right. I know what it sounds like. But okay.
Even your email, it's not gonna be hotmama@gmail.com. We're professional. It's gonna be your business name at Gmail. Okay.
And keep it professional. Keep it. And you mentioned your name or a business name, Taya. It doesn't matter, because there are a lot of companies that have their name in their business as long as it's professional.
But my name is so very difficult to pronounce. People mispronounce it and they misspell it all the time. So that's one of the reasons that I was considering a business name, because it's very difficult. Most people have never heard of it before, and people can be looking at it and misspell it, type it wrong. So that's like,
a name is very, 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 very important. Just really quick, because I could talk about this all day too. I had a coaching corner student, and that's when we have like a one-on-one with you and deep dive into your business to try to help it grow. He was in Texas, and he had the same name as somebody in Florida. So I said, hey, I think you need to change that name. He pushed back. Well, she's over there and I'm over here. But yeah, when I Google she popping up in Texas, that's not good for your business. So you understand what I'm saying? So sometimes we got to think out the box. So you may be attached to even using your first name, but think about something in your area. Common good names to use is something like, if you're in Atlanta Mobile Note. Now you got to Google and make sure nobody else have your name, right? But maybe the city that you're in, Mobile Notary, or your last name, Mobile Notary, or something kind of catchy. So my last name is Nunnally. My business name is None Better, Nunnn, and people go crazy over that. Oh,
that's cute.
So
so cute.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
so much. So just kind of put a little thought into it. You do want
Okay.
to get that business piece built out though.
All
It
right.
doesn't
All
have to
right.
be tomorrow, right? Because we're still
Okay.
building. We're building. So that
Okay.
looks like basic training. You keep going back to basic. Because why are you gonna have all this business name and all this stuff and somebody call you and you don't know what to do when they call you?
Right, right. That's why I was wondering,
Right.
should I even finish out my profile and all of that
No,
stuff so it could go
nothing.
live with
Nothing yet.
findthenotary.com,
Nothing
and I
yet.
don't even know
No.
how to notarize anything. I'm like, well, that's probably not a good idea. I probably don't want to do that.
That is
So,
correct,
okay,
Ms. Tyler. We do
okay,
not want you to do that. So right now, don't buy anything else.
okay. Don't buy
Okay.
anything else.
No, if you're going to train with us, we will teach you what to get, basics, help you write that profile, and that's it. Don't buy nothing else right
Okay,
now.
and
Don't do no name. Don't do no EIN.
don't even do my email yet. Wait until we get
Yes.
everything done, and then we will
Yes.
start to build that piece out
Yes.
later.
Yes, that
Okay,
is
I
correct.
got it.
And I'm
I
going to
got
say
you. Love
this.
it. Love it.
I'm going to say it for the video because I'm going to get pushback. I always do. When I tell people don't get an EIN number, they say, well, Kimmi, it's free. I think that's not, what do they say? I've had it several times. Like disingenuous or whatever to tell you not to get an EIN number right now. You don't need to buy nothing, even though it's free, until we get to that point. Because you get the EIN number for your name, Tyler, and then you decide it's going to be Brown Mobile Notary. Now you got to start over again. So we don't do fast over here. We don't do microwave dinners.
Okay.
We do slow cooked Sunday dinners over here.
I like that anyway. I like slow better than fast. I don't like fast. I like slow. Okay.
And we do it a little old fashioned. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine. I love it.
But you're gonna
I'm
be
old
ready.
school.
Yeah, you're gonna be ready.
I'm old school.
Yes. So we do it a little old school, okay?
Okay, last question is this, and this is, I know that you guys said something about the courses. I mean, so are you going to go over like what you recommend for us to take and in what order before we get done today?
Yeah.
That's I'm ready for that. I'm ready to start getting my courses in and learning.
Yeah, let's take a few more questions and then we'll come back to that, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, great. You know what, matter of fact, we kind of wanted to make sure we broke it up a little bit too to cover some of the loan signing, but looks like everybody is in a more initial stage. So let's do a few more with that. I've been seeing Katrina's name here for a long time because I don't know what order this is doing it with Zoom. So Katrina, can we get you to come off mute?
Yes.
Hey.
My thing is in regard to loan signing because I've been doing general notary work since I got my commission back in 2022. So I just got my my approval from the NNA in March. So I've been doing both. Now here's the thing. I get a lot of, what do you call them? Text and stuff telling you that there's a signing available, but I don't get chosen. I got my first loan signing from Notary Cafe. And I'm like, I get a lot of alerts, but I'm not getting chosen and I don't know why.
So let's let Alexis give you a few tips on that.
Yeah, so the thing with the mass text messages, they say it's not mass, but I mean, I've seen otherwise. But one, you have to be quick. I don't know how fast you're saying that you're available. I don't know if it's, you pick up your phone and it says 2, 3 minutes, 5 minutes later, then you might not get it because it might have went out to someone else. And
I do it instantly as soon as I get the text or the.
And where are you located?
Akron, Ohio.
Okay. Yeah, so it goes out to multiple people. So whoever gets it in the end, that's kind of how it goes. I mean, I've accepted plenty throughout the day myself and didn't receive follow-up saying that I received it. And what companies are you signed up for?
Notary Go, Signature. Hold on.
Are you on SnapDocs?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you on SnapDocs?
Yeah, I'm on SnapDocs. I'm on Old Title Republic, Signature.
You're on mute, Katrina.
Muted.
You muted yourself.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm on quite a few. I did like 50, but certain ones I get Notary Go, I get a lot from, and SnapDocs, I get a ton from, but I don't get chosen.
Yeah, that's really, I don't want to say it's a part of the game, but it kind of is at the same time. You might not get chosen. So what I always suggest is, like, you want to broaden, you said you signed up for 50. Maybe we want to get to 100.
Okay.
I feel like if you have these top ones in your roster, you should be fine, in my opinion, but it also goes based off your location as well. So
yeah,
it's a whole bunch of things in the mix.
Can I say something, Alexis? So Katrina, one thing that I do, and I don't do it often, it's only if I really, really want to do it. When like, let's just say it happens to everybody, mass, email or text message. What I've done in the past is, if I really want it, I will reply to it, and I pick up the phone and call them and say, hey, I just saw this came across, and I really want to do this signing for you. I'm located here. I'll be happy. And when I've done it, they've given it to me.
Okay.
So that's an option too. When you accept it, call them.
Okay.
And I want to give you one more tip that is a must. Okay. And then we might need to do a deep dive into your profile, Katrina. And you're doing some amazing things. I see you on Facebook. I see you. Yes, you are doing some amazing things. But the main thing that I did not hear, the company that you need to sign up with, is signingorder.com.
Oh, I am with them. I forgot. Yeah, I am.
Are you paying the $2.99 per month?
No.
Yes.
You gotta do that.
Immediately. When we click in, go and pay the $2.99 per month. That's the only other thing I tell you to pay for. And those signings gonna start popping through like crazy. Okay. Signingorder.com. Make sure your profile is tight. And pay $2.99 per month is the only other thing I tell you to pay monthly for. Okay. Well, it's one more thing, Notary Gadget, but that's for your accounting. That's $8.99.
Yeah.
But make sure you sign up for Signing Order. Okay.
Okay.
Then let us know how that's going in about a month.
Okay.
We're gonna get Kim
One
next.
last thing. I'm sorry. One last thing. Also, don't be afraid to go direct. Like skip the middleman, skip the signing platforms, and go directly to the source, like your title companies, and just, market yourself, see if they need anybody. A lot of times you might get, I sent out so many emails, and I probably got 3 responses saying, okay, well, let me get more information from you. Here, let's sign some paperwork, do this. So you can get 3 good ones if you market yourself directly, and those 3 good ones can really set you up. So don't be afraid to just skip the signing platforms and go direct if you're really ready for that.
Okay. Yeah. Cause I want to be working I'm giving myself 2 to 3 years. I want to be working exclusively for myself.
Yeah.
And don't limit yourself either. I'm working with everybody. I'm still signing up with more signing companies. Once you do that $2.99 though, you will see an increase because you get to pick 20 different zip codes. So right now with them, you're not paying that extra money. You're only working in your one zip code. Once you pay that $2.99, now you can pick up to 20 that you can work in.
Okay.
So that you already, that's 20 times what you was getting, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Get it, girl. Get it. Okay. I think we're moving on to
Kim.
Thank you, Katrina. Hey, Kim.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Welcome, Miss Kim. What's going on with you?
I was the one that emailed you about 20 minutes ago saying my neighbor told me about the class. Please give me your Zoom. So thank you.
Oh, welcome.
You ladies are beautiful. I'm so excited.
Thank you. Glad you made it.
Me too.
And thank your neighbor.
Yeah, she's on here as well somewhere. Her name is Karen. So I just had a couple of questions. This is my first time doing this as well. I haven't never even picked up a book or taken a class. However, I started an LLC a few years back for another business, and I really haven't done anything yet. So I'm trying to figure out if I should just keep that and then start it under that name. It's called Humble Officiant. I do weddings and I marry people, but I haven't done it yet. I've just been sitting for 2 years. So I'm like, I could potentially use that title to use for the same company. But I wanted to get your opinion if I should just start fresh and don't do anything and keep that for when I do want to pick up the wedding business, or potentially use it for this purposes.
You want to tackle that, Angela? Because I have my thoughts.
Well, my phone is ringing. I still have a home phone, you guys. So there's two ways you can look at it. You can either what I tell people is that the name that you have with your bank and you have with your Secretary of State. So you don't have to change all of that.
Okay.
Because is that on your Google page?
I don't have a Google page. I have the EIN, I have business credit, and I have a website and all that. So
what you can do is leave your business name with your bank and Secretary of State and all of that as it is. You could easily add wedding officiant and mobile notary services to your Google page.
Okay.
So that's one option you can do, and it will save you a lot of money.
Yes, ma'am.
From changing everything and a lot of time.
Yes.
Because your Google page doesn't have anything to do with your bank account or your LLC.
Yeah. What does Google page mean? Do you make me my email?
No. Girl, you don't know what a Google page is?
You know how you Google businesses to go to eat, to go.
Hold on 1 second too before we move on to the Google. Hold on 1 second. What was the name of the business again, Kim?
Humble Officiant LLC.
So to Angela's point, if you are going to keep that name, then you want it to be Humble Mobile Notary and Wedding Officiant.
So then I would have to,
because if you just on Google, I'm gonna let Alexis explain that piece to you, but I want to hit that name because I want to be clear.
Hit it again.
If you just put if you don't change it correctly, you won't get any clients. So it needs to be Humble. What was it? I'm sorry.
It's Humble Officiant LLC now.
So it needs to be Humble Mobile Notary and Wedding Officiant.
Got it.
Because if you don't put those keywords, you won't populate. Now I'll let Alexis explain what it is for the what is a Google business profile. That's what it's technically called.
Yeah.
And remember, you don't have to change all of your other business bank account and all that stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, you pretty much know it's the profile. You know, you for businesses to be found on Google, they can Google notary near me and your business will pop up. Wedding officiant near me, your business will pop up. It's free. All you have to do is go into Google, type in Google business profile, and do the steps to go ahead and sign up.
Okay, perfect. I didn't know that.
And Kim has a video that takes you step by step how to set up your Google page. Look at the video, and if you can't get it, then you hit up Alexis and take a coaching corner with her, and you can put it all together.
You actually have about 6 videos on Google My Business, because without Google My Business, Google Business page, you have no business.
Right.
And short version on that too, as Alexis was explaining, just like you Google carpentry near me or restaurant near me, people put in notary near me, and you want to populate in what we call the top 3. Okay, the top 3. Eventually, you may not be there today, but with work, you can be in the 3-pack. That's what it's called, the 3-pack. Okay.
Okay.
So yes.
Hey, Kimmi.
Yes.
Kimmi.
Yes.
This is the only way I can raise my hand. I don't have the little hand. I just wanted to touch on something else really quick, and this is good for general notary work. I switched banks, and so today I was working on my new account with the bank manager, and she kind of asked me what I'd done. I said, I'm a notary, and she said, oh, I'm one too. And anyway, to make a long story short, most of their tellers are notaries, but she told me that they can only notarize for, their customers. So anyway, she took my cards, and each of the tellers is going to have my cards at their station. And so anyway, this was about 10 o'clock this morning, and by 2 o'clock this afternoon, I had a call from someone that she had gave my card to.
Wow.
So the banks are a good place. And so they're going to refer people to me on, like, they don't do power of attorneys. And that's what this was.
The bank is an excellent place to market. Some of them will take your cards and some of them will not for liability reasons, but that was an excellent tip. Thank you for sharing, Wilma.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Kim. So we'll wrap up and get back to Miss Kim right quick. Thank you, Miss Wilma. Miss Kim,
Yes, I'm here.
Sorry about that. What was your second question?
No worries. My screen went black, but I can hear you. Is that just me? Nobody else is experiencing
We can
that.
see you, so be careful.
Okay, fine. All right. The other question was, while you guys were talking and stuff, I Googled stuff. So I'll look at your videos. Just tell me if it'll tell me, like, should I go? I live in the state of Maryland. Should I buy this notary book for $22 and the solicitations and condominiums? Or should I go to the local university and take a class? Or do I just buy your book for Maryland? What do I do tomorrow?
Yeah, I would
Buy her
say,
book and you take a class with notary educators.
yeah, I would
That's
say
it.
before you do anything, get the book so you can know what you're getting into. There
Okay.
is one for Maryland, yes. So that's
Okay.
where I would start.
Okay.
There is a Kindle version for $6.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, there's a Kindle version. If you don't have Kindle, you can download the app because a lot of people don't have a physical Kindle.
I do.
You can download the app or the physical Kindle. It's only $6. And that way you'll know exactly what you're getting into.
Okay.
And then Maryland does have a couple more little pieces that need to go with it. You need something called a TIPIC there, title producing license. So if for loan signing, so it's a little bit more for your state.
Okay.
So it'd be our pleasure to walk you through the process, okay? Okay. So right now, don't buy anything else. Don't change no names. Don't do anything until you just read this quick little read about being a notary in the state of Maryland, okay?
Thank you so much.
Don't buy nothing else.
I won't. Not a thing.
So
All
we're
right.
gonna have Stacy Koch next.
Yes. Hey, Stacy.
Good evening. Hello, everyone. It's nice to
Welcome.
meet everybody. I've been
Welcome,
watching
Miss
Kimmi for
Stacy.
months. So I've been enjoying your videos and everything too.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. My question, something I learned today, I just want to also reiterate the overwhelmingness of all the information and having to learn everything. I had to back myself up and just try to go slow and get the things that I believe I needed. I haven't done my first notarization yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to that. I learned about certified notary trust delivery agent. Do you guys do anything? Have you heard about that?
I have.
What is that something that I probably won't get it right now, but it really sounds good because the three people that were offering that, the guy talked about how he first came into it. He went to someone's house and the person was dying, and the person that was dying had to tell the notary to, liven up. You're acting worse than I am. I'm the one that's dying.
Yeah.
But my experience, you might have heard of death doula. I help people during that process as well. So that's something I really love to do. And it sounds like this goes with it. So what is what's your opinion on that?
Yeah, that death doula role is so important. I did not know what that was until we were losing my father-in-law, till we lost him last year. And we actually had a friend, I didn't know she was one, and she helped us with some processes. So what you do is very important. So if I may reiterate, as I stated before, when it comes to notarization, Stacy, if you know how to notarize a document, you know how to notarize a document. It doesn't matter if you're going to a nursing home, a hospital, a jail, whatever. It's the same process. You don't need any special certifications to be a good notary. You just need to have the knowledge. There are no certifications really in this industry. It's not regulated at all. So it's going to come down to who you trust, what you really need. And that's where we come in. We really simplify the process on everything. That's why our slogan is, it's not that complicated. So you don't need to test out. None of what we do has tests or modules. We give you what you need to fly today.
Okay.
And it's not that complicated.
I can't raise my hand here, but can I reply to Stacy real quick?
Yes.
Stacy, I'm a deaf doula in Texas. And I think that you're going to find that your notary is going to be a key to helping the families when you arrive there, because there is such an overwhelming need for advance directives, and many of those have to be notarized. So if you can enhance your doula experience with the family that is so overwhelmed and needs so much direction, but you are so focused on what you can and cannot say, I think that you're going to find that your assistance with their advanced directives is going to be an incredible benefit, not only for the family, but for you too.
Yeah. So to your point, Ms. April, thank you. And you share a lot in Facebook too. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, April.
Yeah, we see your name all the time.
I have to tell everybody on this call, because we all have the same questions. Y'all just do it. I wrote down 40 questions and I reserved a one-on-one call with Alexis. And for the first time in 4 years of having my commission, I actually have the confidence to start using it. She told me step by step, she addressed every concern. I have a list of 22 things to get finished before the class this month. So I don't have any time to play because
I love it.
What to do.
April, you're going to be great. You are awesome.
That 30 minutes will change your life in establishing your business. All your questions will be answered and you'll be ready to, in the next investment you make will be the next investment I've just made, which is to sign up for that class and learn what you're doing before you advertise.
Yes.
I cannot recommend it highly enough. It is life-changing.
And along with what Miss April just said, and with the question that came up, and Kim mentioned, and I just really want to reiterate, if you know how to notarize like a pro, you can notarize any document or any package that comes in your face. So it does not matter what the document is, what state it came from. Your key is to know how to handle those documents. It doesn't matter what type of document it is, because if you don't know how to handle the document, it doesn't matter what type it is, you're going to make mistakes and you're not going to feel confident. So just like Miss April said, Alexis, she had the coaching corner with Alexis. Alexis took her step by step, which all three of us do when we have coaching corners, let you know what you need to do, how you need to do it. And if you follow the direction that we give you, you'll be successful. We have plenty of people in our Facebook group that are just flying because they did what we told them to do in their coaching session and in the training course that they took.
Okay, what do I do when I've basically spent all the time and resources I have, and it's like, okay, I've got to get out there and work, and I'm almost ready, but it's that confidence.
Yeah,
That's
you only
the
need to
issue,
pay
is that
for one more thing. Miss Stacy, I know you probably already invested a lot of money, but honestly, you just need to pay for one more course. That's going to be our basic notary course to get you started. What happens? What?
I'll see you there. I'm already registered.
Thank you, Miss April. We appreciate that. Miss April is not a paid person, y'all.
No. She is not a paid spokesman for notary educators.
But thank you,
but
Miss
I've been floundering. And I don't know where to start. And there's
You put yourself on mute, Miss April.
Blinked out.
Oh, sorry. There's so many things and so many questions to do just to set you up so you know you're legal before you feel like you need to learn how to notarize. So that's what I did on my one-on-one coaching, and that will be accomplished and I will be ready, because all of that I had all those questions on, do I need an EIN? Do I need this or that? All those questions are now answered. Now all I have to concentrate on is, what is this document? How do I know if I can notarize it? That's what the class is.
Yes.
He is not a paid spokesman for real.
Yes. So let's get back to
I'm just excited.
Yeah, we're excited to have you too. We really are to be on your team. So let's wrap it up with Miss Stacy really quick, because I want to make sure everyone is clear on what they have to do. So as I was stating before, Miss Stacy, you don't need any special certification to be a notary. You don't need all these different things. There are a lot of different things people are selling in the industry right now. But again, we get back to basics. And if you know how to notarize, like Angela said, it doesn't matter the location. It doesn't matter the person. It doesn't matter the circumstance. You're still a notary at the end of the day. Okay. So I hope that added a little clarity for you, what you need to do. And then, like I said, it'd be our pleasure to help you get going. Sometimes I'll say this about training, and then we'll get the next person. A lot of people focus on the marketing piece. When I say people, other trainers, other YouTubers, other whatever else you may come across, they focus on the marketing piece. They focus on everything that's all glam and pretty, business credit, this and that, da, da, da. But if you don't know how to stamp that paper, you don't have a good foundation, your house is going to crumble. It's going to crumble. It's like you went out and bought the ceramic, you went out ceramic floors, you got nice carpet, you got nice windows, you got all that, and your foundation is wet. It's going to go, right? So we got to get a good foundation, and then we can add all the pretty stuff. We like pretty stuff too.
We love pretty stuff.
But we got to know how to we have to have a good foundation. And it doesn't take a lot of testing out and certifications and modules. And I'll be honest, I'm not no tester like that. I'm not taking 200 modules and testing out and all. You don't need that. No one's ever going to ask you at one of your doula appointments, poor Papa is dying, and they're going to ask, do you have a certification? No, they want to know, can you stamp that paper? Okay. Can you help them? That's what they're going to ask you. They're not going to ask you what certification you have.
And
it's not regulated or needed. Yes, Angela.
And you want to have the confidence when you go dealing with people, especially people that are sick. A lot of elderly people need these important documents. You want to have confidence that when you go do it and you leave, that you've done it properly and correct. Because if you haven't and it comes up, then that person's going to be gone and their whole family's going to be in trouble because it's not notarized properly. And so if you don't have the confidence, we teach you that confidence. We teach you when you go in there how to handle the whole situation, no matter what it is. So with that confidence, if you know how to notarize any document, that confidence will come with the territory.
Okay. So hopefully that'll help get you on the right path here.
We're going to have Connor.
Let me make a couple of announcements, Connor, and then just in case someone does have to go, because of course you guys know we are going to run over a little bit. This is a big Q&A that we've never did before. So we're going to stay here and answer questions, but I want to make a couple of announcements for those of you who do need to go. You were thinking you might be here for 1 hour. I know y'all ain't really think that, but just in case you did, let me make a couple of announcements. So we are so excited to announce, guys, starting Monday, we are doing Notary Meetup Mondays, completely free. This is not a Q&A session. This is not a Q&A session on Mondays. If you have a question here and there, yeah, but really it's going to be a collaborating of the minds. You bring your notary business. I bring my notary business. And we talk about what's going on in the industry together. Okay, we can build together. Like we had some tips here tonight, talking to bankers, talking to things, people of that. We want like-minded people that want to help each other. Okay, it's a completely free. It's going to start next Monday, every Monday at 6 o'clock. We are going to try to keep that to 1 hour. So already come prepared with whatever you want to share, whatever you want to talk about. So that's going to start. We're going to talk about business tips, business tricks, building a community. It'll be a safe space, just like our notary Facebook page is. So that's going to start next Monday. You can sign up at the website. Also, please, if you have not already, a lot of information we give out is through our email list. You want to make sure you have signed up for the free email list. We also have a free Facebook group, Notary Educators. If you're not a member, you want to join. And there is no nonsense in the group, guys. I had to block a few people the last couple of days because they were just being mean-spirited.
We will delete you in a minute.
Yeah, we don't ask questions at Notary Educators. If you come in there and you trying to be mean, you will be blocked.
Or are you being negative?
Yeah,
positive vibes only. We here to win,
and we do mean that. It's completely free. They help. Everyone helps each other when we can. We hop out and we, hop in rather and help answer questions. But we have such a good team that you guys usually can help each other. But don't bring negativity because we will block you and don't ask questions. We don't call you and say, "Hey, what did you mean by that?" No, you're gone. And then also, we are offering combo classes starting in September. That's new for us. The combo class will be your basic notary class to teach you your good foundation / your loan signing class. The only two things that you'll actually need to do your business. we're going to do a combo class, live combo classes, and that's going to start in September. Okay. And the last announcement I had was all the courses are 60% off. If you're interested in self-paced, which are equally good, it's like you and I sitting in a room, or you and Alexa sitting in a room, you and Angela, whatever, in a room. And the basic course, because someone asked about that earlier, would be Notarize Like a Pro, would be how you get started. The course descriptions, though, there are for you. You do get what I put in that description, so you don't have to wonder, is it hype, is it whatever is in that description is what you're going to actually learn. There's no testing, no modules or anything. Okay, so feel free to take your time and peruse the website, sign up for everything free that we have, and I hope you guys are excited about Monday. If I can get some thumbs up or something, so feel free
It's
to
back.
Yeah, it's just going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be a straight Q&A. It's not going to be on YouTube either. It's going to be a Zoom. I'm paying extra money so people can come and do this, like what we're doing here. So it's not on YouTube. This will be on Zoom. So you have to get the link like we did today, and then you'll be able to just click in. So it was a little glitch today, but hopefully it'll get better for next week. But again, that's going to be on Monday nights, completely free. So for those of you who do have to leave, you have heard all of the announcements. We do want to stick around and answer a few more questions. We thank you for coming out tonight, okay? So let's go. Who's next?
Connor and then Donna.
All right, Connor, how are you? Welcome.
Hey, I'm good. How are y'all?
Good. What's new?
Well, the notary world for starters. I am brand new. I'm getting some luck with one signing service. I've done about 5 loan modifications for them in the last week or two.
Okay.
And if I could get 100 more of those, I love it because it's an easy $40. They're like 15-minute appointments. Sweet. But I'm trying to grow. But my main question for you guys, because I was excited to find you guys because you're in Georgia. Everybody knows we're an attorney state. I just want like a quick rundown of what an appointment would look like if I were to pick up a larger loan package. I understand that attorney needs to be a part of it in some way. I've heard that during COVID, a lot of times they were just like virtually there. Could you just give maybe like a short, like, I walk in the room and this is what's going to happen type of deal?
Alexis, you want to handle that?
Yeah. So some packages, okay, let me start over. So all in all, everything that comes your way, like the loan modification, doesn't necessarily need an attorney.
Right.
So you're not gonna get an attorney every time.
Right.
So certain packages are gonna require an attorney. So when that is the case, when you get a signing come through, all that information will be disclosed to you. So when you get it, I keep wanting to say notary. The attorney's information will be on there as well.
Okay.
So me personally, I reach out to my attorney. I'm like, hey, I was assigned, this loan signing. Just go through everything with them, make sure everything's, correct or whatever, and make sure everything matches up time. And like you said before with COVID, thing we're virtual, this might be the case. Sometimes I've had them over the phone, had them in person as well. So yeah, kind of get a rundown for what's going on. And when you get to the appointment, you're still going to do everything you've done. So you're going to have your documents printed off, ready to go, and they're going to do their part. So they're going to have certain documents that they have to go over with the client. They're going to do their part, and then they'll kind of let you do the rest and finish out the assignment. So okay. You're still doing your thing. It's just, they have to explain those certain documents in the package. That's why, the attorney has to do it. That's
right. Yeah.
Play. So it's the same setup. The only thing is you'll be in communication with the attorney as well.
Okay, cool. And so
some attorneys, they actually will stay on with you the whole time. Yeah. Others will, like Alexis said, just kind of let you handle it after they do their part. And your client will joke and say, that's all they have to do, and they make all the money, which is
right.
Yeah, a lot of them, in my experience, a lot of them will say, call me if you need me. So they know, they'll talk to you in the beginning, and then they'll say, if they have any questions or anything like that, call me if you need me. I'll be by the phone.
Okay. And so I feel like super confident with the loan modification because they're short, easy. Realistically, how much more difficult is a larger package? I mean, it's like once you know how to notarize, you know how to notarize, but like, is it a big jump or is it like kind of smooth?
So it just depends on the package.
Okay.
So I would say overall, if you know how to do follow through with a loan modification, you're good to go. The only thing, the difference in my opinion, well, no, it's not really no difference. You read the instructions, the same process, read your instructions, make sure you prepare your package. So you want to make sure whatever your instructions say, you might have like a little notepad or sticky note, you making sure every package is different as far as instructions. So make sure, everything matches up. So when it comes time for the appointment, you're ready to go. You have your little notes. Okay, this one is going to be in black ink. It might be in blue ink. Those little things like that. You want to make sure that I saw somebody ask a question about how the signer should sign. If it says the signer needs to sign exactly how it is in the loan package, you want to make sure maybe you wrote that down on your sticky note going into the signing. So those little things like that, it's not a big jump. You kind of got.
Okay, that's what I thought, but people are always like, be careful, know your stuff. But I'm like, it's really not that complicated.
It's not kind of.
But then I'm like,
I do have a question.
I'm like, what am I missing?
Connor,
the only thing I would say,
any loan signing training?
I did the NNA, so I'm certified that way, but I haven't done any further specific training. I would love to take your course. I just can't afford it right now. Hopefully I will soon enough, but
well, no, I'm not necessarily pushing our course, but I will say this. It's just like I'm looking for illustration for you because I love illustrations, but you've done a loan modification, but if you've not actually taken loan signing training, then you really need to do that before you start trying to get those kind of packages because it's a little bit different. You do need to know how to maneuver that package. You really do. So loan modification has 2 to 3 notaries. You're going to have way more notaries. You do need to know how to explain the critical documents, what that looks like from beginning to end. Alexis does have a self-paced course that will take you the same like our live training, which is way cheaper. So you can think about that, but I don't recommend, and I'll say this all day long, you've been getting by, but if you've not been properly trained, don't keep trying it because you got it 1 or 2 times to mess up with a signing company.
You don't want to
blackball you. So we don't want to fake it till we make it. Either you know it or you don't. Either you're pregnant or you're not.
I'm definitely not.
You know what I'm saying?
But you got the basics down.
I was about to say that.
You got the basics.
But we're not, but don't, I want to reiterate, guys, because people think that I can do a notarization. That's true. But loan signing is just a little different caveat. It's just a little
Fair
different.
enough.
And I want you to be very prepared, okay? Because I've had notaries that call me because they figure, I know how to notarize, which you do need to. But it's a little bit different beast. And that's why you get paid more money for doing those. Okay.
Gotcha. And if you don't mind, just really quick, since you are in Georgia and it's an attorney state, how does that change? What is a basic fee? Like, obviously I'm not trying to jump in with anything high. Like I'm going to go lower because I'm newer. I don't expect to make thousands of dollars in, a month. But if it's like one seller or one, whatever, what's like a good rate for that in Georgia for a newbie? What can I expect?
Just depends on a lot of variables, how far you have to travel, stuff like that. But I'm saying 75 minimum up to 125, 150. Just it's still a lot of variables. How many people?
Sure.
Yeah, what kind of package is it? I mean, that's why, again, I'm not pushing our training. You can do whatever training you want. But our training is more like real life. We go over what different packages you're going to encounter out there. Not every single package like what's in it, but what they are, what the price point looks like. You kind of need to know all of this so you can be prepared to be a great notary signing agent. At the end of the day, you're still a notary, but you do have extra certifications and you need to know what goes with that. Okay.
I understand. Thank you for your answers, your
All right,
time.
Connor. We wish you the best. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for
Thank you.
joining us.
And then who do we have next? Is somebody keeping track? I know I see
Donna.
Allison up there.
Donna.
Donna, and then we'll get Allison. Donna. Hey, Donna. Hi, Miss Donna. Welcome.
Good evening, everybody. Ladies, I want to say first, thank you so much. I'm so happy that I stumbled upon your information as I was searching about notary, and to find out that you're here in Georgia is awesome. I'm a retired. Yes. I'm a retired educator, and I have done housing counseling, tenant landlord, mortgage default, and first-time home buyers. But I've also taken the real estate class, passed the class, but didn't test out. And so I'm thinking some of my experiences will transfer into the notary because I have some knowledge about it. Although I've never done the notary, I went to my local county office and I paid the money and got the certificate, and that's all they did. I thought I was going to be sworn in. Is that the commission that you all are talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I guess I was commissioned in, but not sworn in.
They should have sworn you in.
They should have.
I asked them and they said no, they didn't.
That's because they don't know how to notarize.
Absolutely. And they gave me no information. There was a alphabet on there with some numbers to follow. I don't even know what that meant.
Well, we use that as the commission number in Georgia. Yeah. We don't technically have a commission number, but you can use that.
Okay, commission number in Georgia.
Yeah.
And so I went from there to the Office Depot and ordered the stamp. And once I looked on Amazon, I'm like, gosh, I got ripped off because I probably paid for 3 stamps at Office Depot.
Are you serious?
Yes. I paid for one, but I got the one with the embossed, when you use it, it leaves a raised letters on it. Is that the correct one? Okay.
It's called an embosser, and we do recommend that. But do you have an ink stamp? The old fashioned?
No.
Yeah, you need an ink stamp.
I need an ink stamp also.
You definitely need the ink stamp.
So I could have. Is it the rectangular one or the circular one?
I prefer the rectangular because it fits more documents.
Okay.
Yeah, but the embosser is very important. I have a video on that too, so you can check it out. But we definitely use that embosser.
So the embosser is round. Is that a problem when you're notarizing papers?
No, it's not a problem.
Okay.
But again, that embosser is going to make things just look pretty. Your ink stamp is the official stamp.
Yeah.
Okay, ink stamp official. Okay, so now my question is, what do I do next? Do I go to, is it NNA to do the background check?
No,
what is it called?
Let's back up. You're doing it too much. You're making me this. So no. We're gonna remember. I don't know how long you've been on here, but we're gonna build that business, right? So you have your commission. You have your commission. We're not buying anything else right now. Okay. Nothing else. The next thing we're gonna do is get you properly trained to be a notary, and then we go over supplies with you, what you actually need.
Okay.
And then we'll double back to the NNA piece so you can become a notary signing agent if that's what you want to do in the business. So on a little general, just kind of getting our feet wet, and then we'll add that next piece to it. Okay.
Well, I watched about 10 or 15 of your videos last night and I took notes.
Thank you.
I went online to Amazon to try to order the Georgia book, and there are so many different versions. I don't know which version.
Oh, it's not. You mean my book for Georgia, or the Georgia handbook?
The Georgia handbook.
Yeah, the Georgia handbook. You need to buy it at the Georgia site. The Georgia, what is it, Clark County? Wherever you went for the commission, you order it online. It's $10. The Georgia handbook.
Okay.
That's not on Amazon.
So what do I go to?
The Georgia Clark County.
YouTube. What is it?
It's the Georgia Clark County. Just put in Georgia Notary, the clerk, and they will. And it's $10.
They didn't tell me any of that. Okay.
Yeah.
And then there was another book you talked about, the Premier.
The primer. Now you don't have to buy that right away. That's $20.
Okay.
That book is supposed to simplify what the state says, but I actually bought one and I don't think you actually need it.
It's the same. It's the exact same.
Yeah. I bought it because I'm a trainer and I like to know everything. When somebody asks me about it, I like to be able to say yay or nay. Do you need it? Do you not? So you do not need that. I have a video on that also.
Yes. And so my next step, should I sign up for the one-on-one or should I sign up for the basic?
I think you will get everything you need if you do a live basic with us, because we
Live
go over
basic.
step by step how to build that business.
Okay.
This would be a good time. Angela, would you like to explain briefly what the courses are?
Sure. So we have
the live training.
Oh, I was about to say that. Okay. So the live training, we have the Notarize Like a Pro, live via Zoom, where we teach you how to notarize documents. We teach you how to correct documents if you make a mistake. We teach you how to notarize documents in every state. We teach marketing and pricing also. So your options are either to do the Notarize Like a Pro one-on-one, if that's your style of learning, or we have the group training where, of course, it's more than you in the group and you can ask questions. We also have the loan signing agent training, and it's the same thing. We have a one-on-one loan signing and we have the group training. And in the loan signing, of course, we teach you everything you know. Like Kim, I think Kim mentioned it earlier. It's like real life training, like you're notarizing documents at a loan signing. And an important thing I want to mention about that is that it is very different from general notary in that you may know how to notarize, but there are key documents that as a notary, you need to just know what to do with those documents. And so in the loan signing classes, Alexis teaches you how to deal with the documents, companies that you can sign up for, how to market, and get direct business too. So that's what that is with that. And then we have the apostille training that I teach. And again, I teach you how to apostille documents in every state, no matter what state the documents come from, because even though you may be in Texas, you may have people that live in Texas, but their documents come from California. So you may have to send the documents to California. So no matter what country they're going to, or no matter what state you're in, or the documents they have, we teach you how to apostille documents in every state. So all of those courses are available on notaryeducatorsllc.com. And of course, the online courses are 60% off.
The self-paced. And again, starting next month, we'll have the combo sessions, like a power day. So I hope that helps, Miss Donna. Right now, don't buy anything else, okay? You step away from the supply, you step away from Amazon, don't buy nothing else.
Okay, so the one-on-one basic, the basic class is called what again?
Notarize Like a Pro.
Okay, I'll sign up for that.
Yeah, and just take your time and play around with the website. What you see as a description is what it is. It's no fluff, okay?
Okay.
It's pretty self-explanatory. If you need any help, though, just click the contact us and we'll reach out.
All right, thank you.
All right, we're excited for you.
I'm excited too. I really
All right, just take your time. For all of you who may be feeling overwhelmed, that's another reason why we did this. This was actually the brain, what do they say, brainchild or the birthing or whatever of Angela. Angela was like, let's get the new people so we can help them not feel so overwhelmed. So this was Angela's idea that we did this little powwow tonight. So yeah, so it's really been great. So let's see who is next. Allison, please. And then we'll get we got about maybe 5 more hands, guys. And then we'll try to let you guys get out of here. Go ahead, Allison. You're doing great. Congratulations on all your progress.
Thank you. It's so nice to meet you guys.
Yeah.
Everybody. I'm very excited to be here. Before I ask my question, if you don't mind, I see a lot of things where people are asking questions, and I cannot stress enough that Notary Life with Kimmi, her videos, I ate them all up. Like I work a 9 to 5 and I watched them while I worked, and the amount of free information you get is absurd because they're not lying when they say people try to charge you for everything. I bought a few ebooks and they're okay, but what I've gotten from YouTube is extraordinary. And I was feeling pretty confident moving forward as fast as I have with those videos. And now I'm taking their courses. So just something to keep in mind.
Thank you, Allison. And I've seen your progress too. You really do everything we say. And I know that's why you're excelling so fast too. Allison is not a paid spokesperson. First time we meet face-to-face. But she is in our Facebook group and she is doing some amazing things too. Yes.
Thank you. But really, it's you guys are awesome. I appreciate the information because I came across notary stuff in TikTok and it was getting very confusing very fast. Then I searched YouTube and you guys came up, and there's nowhere else for me to go but here, because I get everything I need to know. It's direct, it's very detailed, it's great. So everyone should just do all those things.
Thank you, Allison.
My question is, and I think this might be more for Alexis, maybe because it's about Google Business. Google Business page is becoming my arch nemesis. I have to do the stupid like verification video, and I've submitted it like twice. And once I submitted it and they're like, oh, we don't have your video. And the second time it just says verify again. And I'm having a hard time. I don't know what it wants from me at this point. I want to make sure, because it's a mobile business, they said I can show the signage on my car and then lock and unlock the car. Is that right? Like, I don't know if I'm missing something at this point or if Google hates me. So
no. So I just had to help a client out. Was it yesterday? They couldn't get their Google page. They had all these different profiles. But anyway, I say all that to say, my suggestion with that is, because I'm not Google, so I'm not the one that's going to be
right,
saying yes or no to profile. So I always say, reach out to Google and they're usually really good about getting back. If you reach out to them and say, hey, X, Y, and Z is going on, they usually deep dive into it. And once you get a response, if you reply back to that response, it's usually the same person. Okay. So I would message them and see what they want, because that's the other thing too. They changed a lot of different things since when I started my Google page. So I'm learning things as clients, and you all are bringing it to me, because I didn't even know a while ago, I didn't know that they were even asking for all these different proof videos, this and that. Mm-hmm. So reach out to them, see what they want. I know one of my clients, they had to walk outside, show their building, show the signage of their building, showing that everything had to match. They wanted them to show a picture of the office. So I cannot answer that directly, because there's so many different things that I've heard people say that Google wants.
Gotcha. Okay.
I have a question for you, Allison. What kind of address are you using for Google?
Just my house address.
Just her house address?
They want on that.
What you say, Alexis?
They're starting to get like strict on that. They want to see different things in the home that makes it a business, so to speak.
Yeah, can I add something to that? This is Terry. So,
hey, Terry.
Allison,
Terry,
how you doing, y'all? I had to do the same thing. So here's the deal. There's a part when you're doing your page that it's asking you to what is it? When you get to the video, what you need to do is there's something that you pick that actually, when you're ready to do it, you click on that. And what I did was I was already at my street sign. So from right then, I went to the street sign, went to my car, and I talked as I did it. And this is my car. I don't have a sign yet, but this is. I opened it up so they can see this is what I use because I'm mobile. And I showed the address to my building as I went up the stairs. This is my apartment. I went into the apartment, and this is where I do business. I went into my office. I had things already on the desk. I had my LLC papers. I had business cards. I had anything that had to do with notary. And and that's just how I ended it. And they accepted it. But you got to do it within a certain amount of time, like it's like 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Yep. And you got it. If you just start at the street and then take it to the car, open it up. This is what I use for my mobile. Go upstairs. It's my address to the building, and and you got it.
Okay.
And they're really trying to make sure it's no fraud, because there's so much fraud out there now, Allison. So it is worth it, guys. They may put you through hoops like I don't know what, but you got to get that Google page working in order to get some business.
I know how important it is. That's why it was frustrating me, because I'm like, come on, like I got everything else. But her tip was so smart about starting at the street, because my house is like in the middle. So it was like 900 degrees here the other day. I'm like puffing and puffing out of breath. And I'm like, here's my house. So thank you. It was the stupidest thing. I was so mad at Google, but yeah, that makes more sense. Start there. Yeah.
So this is a good example, guys, of what Monday nights is going to look like. Just like Miss Terry was able to help Miss Allison. This is what we're striving for on Monday nights. Monday is going to be all about building
Caring.
each other up, growing this business. Not everybody just having commissions and don't know what to do. No, we actually about to start building some businesses. Okay, it's completely free. Just bring your ideas and thoughts. Okay,
And your experiences that you've
and your
had.
experience next Monday. It's going down. We about to revolutionize this whole notary game. Okay.
Thank you guys, and I'll be there Monday.
See you. Thank you
See
so
you
much.
Monday.
Miss Terry, let's get Miss Danielle, and then did you have a question, Miss Terry, or were you just hanging
I'm
out?
just going to kind of give you a little report. That's all. Go ahead and take somebody else. I'm fine.
Yes, let's get to Miss Danielle, please. Hey, Miss Danielle.
Hi,
Nice
ladies.
to see you face to face. I see your
Hi,
name at the
Danielle.
Facebook all the
Hey,
time.
guys. I want to tell you I love y'all.
We love you too.
I took your class, Notarize Like a Pro, and I want to thank you so much for that. I feel so confident. I got my RON and my wedding officiant license, so I took my RON class.
Congratulations.
Thank you, ladies. But I have the business page. I have my web page set up for my business, and my business phone number and all that good stuff when I told you last time. But I've been having the problem that that some of the other people in the group's been having about the Google page. So I have the business registered as an LLC. And so when I was setting up the Google page, I had put the registered agent's address in there, since all the mail and everything goes there. However, I did everything it was asking me to do. When I get to the end, one, it said it was verified. Then when I go over there, I type it in, I can't see the business pop up. And then when I go back, go check it again, the statuses, it's telling me it's not verified. I have to do something else. So I don't know. So should I use the home address? Because the business is registered up at the registered agent's address in Tucson, and I'm down here in Southern Arizona. I'm in Mesa.
Oh yeah. So Angela had to pull had to get with me about that registered agent thing. I don't know who you're using, so I'm not saying anything about them. When I had a registered agent, they were not doing what they were supposed to even do for me. My LLC was actually disbanded, and it was just a hot mess. Yes.
I told her.
You can be your own registered agent. I don't know if you knew that or not. You do not have to have a registered agent. So that may be something like Alexis was saying earlier. You got one address over here, but you saying you're doing business over here. Google don't know what you're doing. They like, what is Miss Danielle doing? Is she fraudulent? Is she trying? They don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You have to make it as easy for them. Like I always say, make it easy for your clients to do business with you. You have to make it easy to do business with other people for them sometime to get what you need.
Don't make it
for
look.
Now, if you got to use your home address just to get it started, or say no services provided, you may want to kind of bypass that other one for now. And then once you get it established, go back and use that registered agent address.
Okay. So just right now, just when I set it up, just say that no services are going to be here. And then when they ask for the video, since I don't have a physical address, since we're mobile, well, I'm mobile, just show them the car. Just
You'll
show
do
them
like
video of
Miss
the
Terry
car.
said. Do like Miss Terry said. You'll go in your house and show them that you do have a business, but they just don't come to that physical location.
Okay. Okay. All right.
It
Makes
might
sense.
not ask you to, guys. Sometimes it just asks you to verify through your address. I've seen it email, phone. I don't know if that is something on the back end, where they have to continue to verify something else, but it just depends. I really don't know what the algorithm is for Google to verify people. I really don't.
It's changed a lot, like you said, Alexis. It has changed a whole lot.
It's crazy.
Okay, we're gonna take Kathleen.
Hey, ladies. Good evening. Can you all hear me?
Yes. How are you?
Hey, I'm fantastic. So I'm known as Cassie Bear 159 on YouTube. You probably see me on your lives.
yeah.
So my official government name is Kathleen, just in case you're going to see me around. But I did have a really transparent question or concern. Give me 1 second, because my 4-year-old's trying to come in the office. Give me 1 second, actually.
And then we have like maybe 5 more
We'll
questions.
take Latoya while we wait on Kathleen. We'll take Latoya.
Hey y'all.
Hey Latoya, how are
Hey,
you?
how y'all doing? Look, I'm on my iPad, so I got to figure out where to look. But first of all, I want to say thank you guys for just doing this for us tonight. Like, this is just it's so amazing, and I'm so happy that I had a chance to catch it.
Welcome.
So I wanted to say, so, Alexis and Angela, I want to thank you guys. I was the one that was blowing you up about the apostille out of California, and it was a mess, I'm telling you, but it got done. But I just want to thank you guys for bearing with me. I want to say this. So I'm in corporate America right now, and I want to start working for myself. And I just want to know, what tips do you guys have for somebody who wants to leave the corporate world to be this entrepreneur in the notary business?
I think Alexis can handle that because she actually did that. My path was a little bit different. Alexis actually walked that journey.
So my main thing is, unfortunately, you're going to have 2 full-time jobs.
Yeah.
Until you get it, going. But I say just stay true to it. And when you're not at work, you need to be on your clock. You know what I mean? You need to be marketing, social media, whatever you got to do to get this up and going. Because once it's up and going, I mean, your phone going to be ringing during those business hours.
Yeah.
So you want to have the free time. But I understand. I mean, it took a while to get out that safety net. It really did. The only thing I can say is, when you're not at work, you need to be working on that business.
Yes.
Your car. I mean, make sure, if you feel comfortable, of course, if you feel comfortable having signage on your vehicle, get those clients. That's what you need first. We need somebody to come, get our services. So
yes.
Marketing is the biggest thing to get those clients, so that then one day, when the time is right, you'll feel comfortable with walking away. And make sure you expand. So just like you just said, apostilles, I-9, fingerprinting, all the different things that we can do. So many different new things coming into the industry. Whatever you can touch, go ahead and do it. So that way, if anybody calls your phone for anything, you're ready to go.
Yeah. Latoya, where did you say what state are you in?
I'm in Georgia. I'm right here in Georgia. Yep.
So
and I've taken Kimmi's Notarized like a pro. I've taken Alexis's loan signing course, and I have taken your apostille course. So I've been hitting all of them, and I've been doing pretty good. I mean, I've been busy with my 9 to 5, but I do get calls, here and there. So I've been able to handle those. So I've done loan signings, like sellers packages and things like that. I had a power of attorney the other day at the hospital right up the street from me. And I've been doing a lot of different
you are making me proud mama bear over here, all of us. But let me give you a couple more tips too, Ms. Latoya, about that full-time thing, because I don't work full-time. I never have worked full-time doing this business, but I will tell you what I tell people to do who work full-time. That's making sure you maximize those weekends, okay? Saturday, Sunday. Pick a couple days maybe in the evening. You may even run you a couple of Google ads specifically for the weekends only to boost up that business. You may sign up for signing companies that you can take, like TBD means to be determined. So you set the time with the client. So they may want it at 4:00 and you might be able to go at 5:30. So there may be some flexibility there. So there's a lot of different ways that you can try to get your hands on a little bit more of that money out there.
Yeah. And again, I just want to say thank you guys so much. I mean, you're so helpful in everything. I started out watching you, Kimmi, then, it was like, I got a chance to, meet Alexis through, virtually, and Angela. So you guys have just been like a great help, and I appreciate everything you do. And I'm so happy I caught a live finally. So
yes, it's our pleasure. Our pleasure. Much
all right,
success
have a
to you,
great
Ms. Latoya.
Thank you.
Who was next? I know we had to leave somebody. Who was that?
Kathleen.
You ready,
Kathleen.
Yes, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Sorry.
It's almost nighttime. No, you're fine. It's almost nighttime. So, so to be super transparent, I am commissioned in Clayton County, Georgia. And so I did do the sworn oath and stuff like that. They did a background check on me. I do have something on my background, but they still let me get commissioned, of course. But when I sign up for SnapDocs and these other loan signing tools, I do get denied because of my background. Is that going to definitely defer me from that specific section of notary, or should I just focus on more generalized notary where I don't have to do background checks and stuff like that?
So the crazy thing about it is it probably will, full transparency with you, it probably will, but you're still going to get calls from the general public to do loan signings. So like, for example, I'm selling my home in Florida. I do seller's package, I Google, and you pop up. So I'm going to call you with the general public. They don't know or care about your background. Right. But the notary NNA and all of that background check and the signing companies, yes, they do. So it's kind of two different entities. So you still want to be, so for now, if I'm you, yes, I'm focusing on general notary work. You also need to focus on apostille. You need to focus on I-9. You need to focus on what is it? I
actually am doing your fingerprinting course right now. And I get slap in the hand, but I did buy the tools. I already bought the stuff for it, the fingerprint and the little paper. But it was cheap on Amazon, so I just went ahead and bought it. But
you're fine. And also you want to do translation services. So all of those additional streams of income that we talk about, you want to be a proficient. You want to be a pro at all of those, because the loan signing piece of it, signing up with those companies, is probably going to be a challenge for you.
Gotcha.
But that doesn't mean you cannot make your money, because now you're going to focus on going to the nursing homes and hospitals and all these other things that we talk about. Okay. So just because you don't do one part of the business does not mean you cannot be successful.
And that's what I was going to say to Kathleen. Don't feel downhearted, or don't feel bad about you not being able to do that piece, of the business, because there's so many other things that you can do that can make up for any of that. So focus on building your next foundation block. Move loan signing to the side and just focus on the other things like you did fingerprinting and all of that stuff, and you'll be fine.
And your other major money maker, your real right now, is going to be apostille. So make sure you're a good notary first, and then double back with Angela and do her apostille training, because those start at like 150, 185 for one document. Okay. So you want to be a pro at what you can do, because like I mentioned earlier, off topic, I think it's Arizona, their travel fee is flat, but a lot of people focus on wedding officiant. That might be something else you add. Like I said, it's like 20 things you can do now. So just because you can't do one, Kathleen, we still about to get our money. Okay.
Oh yeah. My hands are already itching. Trust me. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you for joining us, Miss Cassie Bear. I love your title.
Thank you.
We have Hazel next. Hazel.
Hi, Miss Hazel. Welcome.
Hi, ladies. How are you? Thank you all so much.
Good. We got a few more hands. Yes, Miss Hazel. How can we help you tonight?
Okay. This may require a one-on-one coaching corner. I'm not sure, but one of my I'm located in Georgia, but I also have a home in Florida. That's one thing. I don't know if I can also get commissioned in Florida at the same time and do both. I'm not sure about that.
You probably can, since you have a property there. That's called being dual commissioned.
Okay.
You probably can, but if you just getting started out, I'm not going to recommend you do that.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to do that right now. So the other question is about your trainings. So I looked at the self-paced training package. I think it had maybe 7 or 8 in one package.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you? Is that something recommended, or start off with the one basic and then add them on as you go?
Yeah, you can add on. The bundles came about actually because of the viewers. Everybody was like, you need to bundle. I'm sick of trying to click. So I was pushing back and I was like, nah. And then actually I was like, well, let me get the people what they want. So no, to get started though, I really recommend that Express Pack. And that's going to teach you how to notarize, how to build the business, and how to price your services. It's 3-4 in that little pack. I got to see what the fourth one is. Oh, specialty general notary work. So those 4 are your main foundation for your whole business. That 4-pack.
The 4-pack. And
Yes.
that's called an express pack or something?
Yep. Express Build Your Business. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great.
And that's all you need to get started.
Okay. And I think Alexis may have answered this question in the chat, but I think I saw that. How different is the self-paced course from the live one that you were speaking of earlier, that's coming up? And is there materials or materials that are in the self-paced one that comes along? Is there any kind of materials that you would see what you're working with?
Oh, it's been a minute since I wrote it. I don't recall what documents are in there. I think there are documents. I know there are documents in the course. Yes, there are. The main difference is it's live. We teach the same thing, live or in person. That's the main thing, is live. It's just different, but you get the same experience. Many people on here have taken the
self-paced.
Yes, ma'am. If you have a question, there's an email. You can just email me. I usually say write out your questions, because everything is usually pretty covered. We're very thorough in anything we do. So it just depends on if you want a live experience or if some people don't mind self-paced. It's totally up to you. But you'll get exactly what you need either way.
Okay, great. Thank you, ladies.
Our pleasure, Miss Hazel. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. We got a few more hands.
Rising Phoenix.
All right, let's do it.
Hello, ladies. Well, I kind of fell off the wagon. I've done a class with Angela before, and I've done some of your Monday night notarized classes. Most of my questions have been answered since I've been here sitting, but the biggest issue for me is getting that confidence and being able to be confident enough to let that 9 to 5 go and jump in. So then I'll be just signing up for more classes. But that was the biggest thing. And then your classes are wonderful. I had the Notarize Like a Pro with Angela. And pretty much that's it. Anybody that takes the classes, they are great. And these ladies, they don't charge you an arm and a leg, because I've been through that process too. Where you go through a class and you gotta put out $500 for something, and it's like, I paid for this. This is what I paid $500 for. Yeah. So I just want to say thank you again for all that you do.
Thank you so much. You are so sweet. Well, I'm going to comment. I'll let Angela say her piece on this, and Alexis. Don't quit your day job right away.
No, I can't afford to.
Yeah. Don't get into the hype. We're not saying you can't make the money, because you can, but it takes time. So like I said earlier, you're gonna do 2 things for a moment, But but you definitely can do it. And in the meantime, take some of your general notary money, and then you'll be building out the business. You'll buy your supplies for loan signing, or kind of baby step it. And you don't want to stress yourself out where you can't do your primary job. So we don't really say, go quit your day job, girl. No. Come on. No. We don't just quit our jobs.
Like 2 years, and I haven't really done anything with it. But I was working on another business in that process, but then starting the notary process, ran into a wall when I tried to do the Google verification. It's been crazy, because for one business, I was able to notarize through the mail, and it was boom, boom, and I just swooped. And this one, I can't get past verification for anything.
Oh no! Well, maybe, I don't know. Try some of the tips that you heard tonight, and see, can that help you with that process?
Right.
To get on Google.
Because mobile, there's maybe taking a picture of my commission stamp or something on the desk, or something like that.
Miss Terry said, you might even have to walk your street a little bit so they can see that you are a real human. Because with AI going around, guys, they got to really make sure that they're not sending real clients to fake stuff.
Right. There's a lot of fraud going on.
It's a lot of fraud. So just be patient. Once you get on there, it's going to be so worth it. And listen to all the tips from Miss Terry and Alexis tonight, and you should be fine. And they will take your phone call. You might be on the phone with them for an hour before they answer, but they will answer your phone. They bury it deep for you to get somebody at Google, but you gotta.
Oh yeah, because I've done a ton of emails back and forth with them, and it's like, okay, I did what
request
you said.
a phone call.
Still bringing me right back.
Yeah, and request a phone call because you can request a phone call.
Okay.
So try that too, but it's gonna take you a minute because they bury it like a treasure because they know it is one.
So we're gonna take Miss Heather next.
All right, Miss Rising Phoenix. Heather. Okay. Hi, Miss Heather. We got 2 more hands, 3 more, and we're gonna wrap it up.
We can't hear you, Heather. You're muted.
There you go. No. You might have to try one more time. You might have to log because you've been here for a moment. Log out and come back in, Miss Heather. And we'll get somebody else's question. Log out and come back in, okay? All right. Let's get Miss Rachel.
I had to take myself off mute.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, you guys, it's great to finally meet you. I actually had a list of questions. I wrote down my questions, like you said, in the last live I went to. But I just want to ask a few of them. I'll probably schedule a one-on-one for the rest.
Okay.
My first question is, can you be a mobile notary if you don't have a car, or you can't drive? Because I have MS and cerebral palsy, and so I don't drive. I just don't have a license, but I don't want that to stop me from being able to work in the industry as a mobile notary agent. So what are your thoughts on that?
I actually have a video on that. Can you be a notary without a car? I cover that, and people came up with different suggestions. And I'll give you a couple of them. One of them is, I don't know how safe it is for your neighborhood, how safe you feel for people to come to your home, but I allow people to come to my home. So, and all of us do actually. So that's going to be a personal decision. You have to weigh all the pros and cons with that as an option. If I don't know if you live alone, you have to factor that in. But another option was, depending on where you live at too, maybe even Ubering to an assignment, depending on how far it is. Because like if you're going to a hospital, you're charging $150, Uber is $30. To me, that's worth it. You see what I'm saying? But then you have to maneuver the hospital. Do you have a friend that you might could take as a backup with you? Because a lot of times we have friends that serve as witnesses for us. You might have somebody who could drive you to appointments. You know what I mean? Or somebody who knows $100 job coming to your house. Hey, can you come and sit with me? I'll pay you $25 just to be your security guard. You know what I'm saying? So there are a few workarounds with that. That's an excellent question. Excellent.
And that's what I was thinking, Kim, more of because people don't come in my house. I have a setup in my garage.
No, I don't. They don't come in mine.
I have a setup in my garage, but I was thinking more on the level of Kim, where if they're going to come to your house, you have a setup, in your garage, and have a person there. Like she said, if you're making $100, pay them $25 just to be there. Somebody there with you. I personally wouldn't do it by myself in your situation, but if you don't want it to deter you, then you work around it, figure out something you can do to make it work, and it can work.
Yeah, I have a built-in bodyguard. I have a husband, so I'm not.
Oh, well then problem solved.
He in house, so
yeah, problem solved. Because what's so funny when you say that. A lot of times I'll talk to somebody on the phone, and they might try to trip out with me about the pricing or something, and they don't know my husband here, so he come walking around the door. They like, oh, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
Straighten them right on out.
Girl, what? I say I got something for you when you get here. Yeah, I'd be like, I got something for you when you get here.
Now, another question that I had was in regard to the E&O insurance.
Yeah.
I heard you say that, I believe it was in one of the lives, that you have that you currently have $25,000 E&O insurance, but you also been a notary for like a really long time. So like the chance of you actually making a mistake is like next to nil, just on the virtue of the experience that you have in the field. So my question is, do you recommend that we start out with $25,000 or should we get like $100,000 policy or a larger policy until we get more experience?
Well, it's going to be a business decision. Of course, I can't tell you what to do, but with proper training, the chances of you really just messing up somebody's stuff it could happen, but once you've been properly trained, it's going to be rare. But you have to kind of make that decision. So I had 25 since I started, and I've been able to work with signing companies and whoever, and I always say that too. If you work with certain companies and they demand that you have a higher policy, then you need to get a higher policy if you want to work with them. I've not been in that situation where people say, well, you got to have 100 or you have to have $1 million, So, and I do have a couple of videos on errors and omission and insurance too. So you might want to check those out.
Okay. And my last question is, if you have an acknowledgement or a direct stamp, can you put it on the back of a document if there's no room on the front for the notarial block, or should a loose certificate be used?
I would never stamp the back of the document.
Okay, that's why I was asking the question. So if you can't fit your stamp on the front, then you need to use a loose certificate, basically.
Yeah, and I need to see what you're talking about too, because I notarize toilet paper, so I can say that now officially. I always talk about it, but I actually did it. Yeah,
I saw that live.
Yeah, I would never put it on the back. I would add a loose certificate. If it can't go on the front for whatever reason, then we're going to add. But again, I want to make sure, what are we talking about? Are we talking about the document doesn't have any notarization?
Yeah, like if it doesn't have any notarial language, like no notarial block, no notarial language or anything. Like if somebody saying, I want you to notarize this letter that I wrote to my friend.
Yeah, then I'm going to add a separate. Yeah, never on the back.
Okay. Thank you. That was all I had. I'll schedule a one-on-one for the rest. Thank you.
All right, Miss Rachel. Well, we wish you the best. And this is something else too, like on Monday night, that I'm sure you're not the only person in that situation, So we can encourage each other. Well, we look forward to seeing you again, and thank you for hanging out with us.
Oh, I'll be there on Monday.
All right.
Monday.
Have a good night. Miss Heather, can we hear you now? Oh my God, what is the problem?
The chat, just in case. We still want to answer your question.
Yeah, put it in chat.
But she's been waiting so long. What can she do? Are you hitting audio? What is the options? When you come in the room, it asks you, do you want to use this computer as audio? Are you hitting that?
Miss Kim.
Hi.
Hi, this is Tree.
Hey, Tree, how are you?
Hi, Miss Heather. I was just going to see if I can help Miss Heather.
Oh, thank you.
So, Miss Heather, when you look at the bottom of your Zoom, do you see the mute button? Do you see the microphone there? Just nod if you do. We can see you. Okay. So if you click onto that, click onto the arrow, because you are unmuting yourself, but it might not be the right speaker or mic that's chosen. So look to see which mic it is. When you click onto it, do you have like two options or something for your mic and your speaker? Just nod, because we can see you speaking, but we can't hear you. I'm sorry. So do you see two selections for your speaker? Yes.
Yes.
Do it say the same? Do it say the same thing, like real tech or anything? Okay. Now, if you look onto your computer at the very bottom, you know where you have the your date and time, and it shows when you're connected to there should be another little arrow there. Do you see that arrow? Or your speaker? Do you see the speaker? Click your speaker and see, because it's something within there, because it's not in the Zoom room. The Zoom room, you're coming off of mute, but on your computer, you don't have the right selection. So you can hear, but it's not the right selection for you to speak. That's why you can hear everything. So you have to choose it in there. And the only thing I can't tell you how that is, because everybody's computer is a little bit different.
And one more, have your daughter log in from her cell phone.
Yeah, there you go.
Have your daughter log in from keep your video on and let her log in from the cell phone. Okay, and we're gonna get Miss Terry, and we'll come back to you. Okay, log in from your cell phone. Keep the video and log in from the cell phone.
Message us if you have to say something.
Miss Terry.
Hey y'all.
Hey
I'm so
Terry.
glad y'all coming back on Mondays. I'm so glad to see y'all.
We are coming back on Mondays. It's gonna be it's gonna be a better setup because it's gonna be on Zoom. We can be live, we can talk, we can share.
And we
So
can
it's not gonna
each
be a
other.
straight up Q&A.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it too.
So
Really
I've been,
quick, before you get
go ahead.
started, I wanted to let you know I'm putting out our review video in the next couple of days. I keep meaning to text you, so I'm glad I can tell you face to face.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for that too. Okay, now what's your
Oh
question?
yeah. So I don't necessarily have a question. I just want to kind of let you all know what I've been doing.
Yes.
So I do the witnessing, and one of the ladies that I witnessed for, she's like hooked up with 2 or 3 different estate planning attorneys. So she told me the other day, she said, I'm gonna teach you what I know, and then she's gonna hook me up with one of her lawyers where I can do the work in my area, because she's like way away from me. So I would do some of hers, and that was a blessing.
Mhm.
And I did a probate, what do you call it? Like property something yesterday. But I'm doing good. Whenever I go out, or people have been having folks call me because they're not able to do it. So I
Nice.
appreciate that. But I still got some things to do.
I'm so
Thank
proud of you. You know what? For those of you who are watching, and like back to our last our last caller question about not being able to drive or whatever, Miss Terry has actually made a nice little side thing, y'all, just serving as a witness. So she's just a witness for somebody. She got to hook up with them. So it's different ways that you can make money. And again, like the stick to itness that we see in here is amazing. It really is.
Yeah.
Miss Terry, thank you so much.
Thank y'all. Love you,
Miss Terry.
See you Monday. And how's that baby doing, Alexis?
He's good. Wait,
I was gonna say that young man, because I know he's big.
Yeah, he almost walking. Almost. He's finally getting his balance.
I love y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.
All right, Miss Terry, thank you. All right, Miss Heather, can we hear you?
You're on mute.
Yeah, can you hear us now?
Yes. Success.
Yes. We would not be defeated at Notary Educators.
Oh my gosh, this is absolutely like my first Zoom call, so this is completely new to me.
Welcome.
So I appreciate you girls. I found all the videos. My daughter was the one that actually found all this stuff on TikTok. And so then I started looking on YouTube. I found Notary Educators, the videos, and I love the way you guys communicate with us because you just put it in simple terms that we can understand. Like all those big legal things, like we don't get that when we're starting out. I don't know what that means.
Yes, you are so right.
So I did have a quick question. The other lady was just mentioning about the witness and stuff, and I listened in on that. So a witness for a document, what kind of documents, and do they have to be a notary as well?
You want to answer that, Angela?
Sure. So sometimes with the notary business, there are documents where before you can notarize it, you have to have a witness. So for instance, a lot of power of attorneys or wills, they have to have a witness. Some deeds have to have a witness. So when the person calls you to notarize the document, in any case, you want to ask them, does your document require a witness? And if it does, that's where the witness comes into play. And so like Miss Terry, she knows people that directly calls her when a witness is needed. And so that's some of the ways that people make money. I have a couple of people in my area that if I need a witness, I just call them and say, hey, can you meet me here at this time? And so they serve as the witness and they make $25 to $30 depending on, the situation. So it just depends on the document. Some documents require a witness. That's why it's always important to ask the person, does your document require a witness?
Okay. And so does that witness have to be a notary as well, or just?
No.
Okay.
Just
And-
someone 18 years old.
And
Okay.
no felon.
However, we do recommend, Ms. Heather, if you're starting your own business, that you create a witness list also, because you're going to need people to come and serve as witnesses for some of your signings. So it sounds like you may be a little new. So sometimes in this process, and you're as the notary, you're going to say, hey, I need 2 witnesses. I need to be able to call somebody. So we always recommend you start building your witness list also. So somebody may call you to serve as a witness, or you may need a witness.
Okay.
And it could be a family member. It could be your neighbor, somebody who doesn't work, maybe somebody who's retired. Anybody can be a witness of some fellow notaries that you know. As long as they're over 18 and not a felon, they can be a witness.
Okay. Yeah. Because my daughter she's kind of looking into something like this. I was a notary for a construction company doing their contract billing. And then of course my health kind of went south, and now I'm at home and I'm just trying to look at new options. So I'm definitely going to take the class with one of you ladies on that first basic training, and hopefully it'll sink in.
We have a mother-son duo that are doing amazing things. If you're not in our Facebook group, please join. And that's going to be Ladero. He's on there daily. He and his mom do the business together. So me and my husband do the business together. Angela's recruiting in her family.
My daughter just became a notary.
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
Get that family money going over there. Get that family going. So yeah, but I think that's where you should start at, and then everything will be a little bit clearer to you as you take training.
Okay. Is my commission number? I know you guys. I guess I'm getting this confused. The commission or bond number, same difference? Because my certificate says bond number on it.
What state are you in?
Kansas.
I would have to see what your actual commission from the state looks like, but the bond number may be your bond from your bond company. And the bond insurance doesn't protect you. Yeah, the bond insurance protects your client. Notary errors and omission protects you.
That's probably two different numbers.
That's from your bond company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not your commission number.
Okay, so how do I find my commission number?
You may or may not even have one for your state. So you need to either call them or check your they usually give you a paper.
So yeah, on your commission.
Yeah.
Paper that came in the envelope, but it didn't say anything about a commission
so you
number.
May not have one. So you may want to call them direct, call the Secretary of State and just say, hey, in this state, do we have a
notary commission number?
A notary commission number. Yeah, okay. So don't give anybody your bond number unless it's, that's not your commission number.
Okay, but this bond number, if I don't work for that company anymore, this bond number is void, correct?
Wait a minute. The bond is from your company?
Well, this is the certificate of notary when I worked with the company. And so this paper that was mailed to me. Now then, my commission actually expires September 30th. So I'm looking to renew it, but if this doesn't work out, I don't want to renew it.
Right. So you're going to also, Ms. Heather, want to double check about using the company's bond that they're paying for your personal business.
No. It's not. No. It's going to it's already dead. I'm not part of that. I haven't been part of that for years. I get the bond insurance and the E&O insurance through my farmer's rep through another company. And I can actually get that cheaper than NNA offers.
Okay.
So I'm in the process of doing that. I told him to wait until I talked with you guys. I apologize. The lungs are COVID, killed my lungs. So I have a hard time breathing. That's why it's not anything about body language. Like,
oh no,
okay.
No, we didn't see that. Well, we just hope you take care of your health, and you have your assistant there, Alexandria.
Yes.
So between the two of you, and if your state offers Ron, that might be another option for you to work at home. Notarization. So you might want to check into that. I don't know how comfortable you are with people coming to your home. So you have quite a few options there too.
Okay. Well, I'll connect with you ladies after I do the class, after, do this class first and then come up with, do I have other questions? Okay.
But a lot of things will be clearer to you after class. A lot of things.
Yeah. I really appreciate you three and putting forth like this whole group together, because like I said, it's really helpful because this is like a big scary monster, and when we don't know something we're afraid of, we shy away from it, but you guys make it comfortable and easier to get.
Oh, we thank you.
It's
so
really not
much.
that complicated.
Learn that.
And
But thank you so much.
Yeah, we actually all love being notaries. It's not just something we do. We tell people we're not just YouTubers. We're not just, trying to make money. We actually stamp papers just like you do. That's why sometimes you call, it's like, excuse me, I'm right in the middle of my job, and you call me to ask me what color business cards you need. Yeah, we're gonna have a problem.
No.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Heather Alexandria. I'm glad we got your question. And
So we have one more, Talia.
Last one. Last but not least, Miss Talia, what's your other question tonight?
Hey, ladies, I stayed on and waited because this is the question was asked, but I was not clear on the answer. So this has to do with the self-paced classes versus the live classes.
Mm-hmm.
So the question was asked. So one of the things that I saw when I was looking at these self-paced classes,
Mm-hmm.
it said that this is yours, you own this. There's no expiration date, there's no this, there's no that. So my question is just to follow up on, I know Miss Kimmi, you said I'm not really sure, what you get with the live classes, but I was just trying to see which one was going to be better for me, because I am the type of learner that yes, I do need you to go through it with me, but I also want to have something in my hand to look at or to look at later on.
Oh, yes, ma'am. No. I'm sorry. That wasn't clear. No, you get documents for everything we do. I was just a little unclear of what I put in the self-paced. I just couldn't remember.
Versus what's in the live.
Since I recorded it. Yeah.
Okay. So if I do the live, I'm going to still get those documents.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay.
You get documents with everything. Yeah. You get them with the live and the self-paced.
Mm-hmm.
The self-paced are PDFs. But I just couldn't remember what all I put in there.
Okay, I'm glad I waited because I was like, well, I may want to do the self-paced, even though I really wanted to have one of you guys, to ask questions and all of that stuff. But I was like, but if I don't get any documents in my hand, then I don't know, I'm not going to be able to remember all of that.
Yeah, you'll get documents. And then don't forget we'll be doing every Monday too. So you can always email us too if you take a self-paced.
Yeah.
Just make your list. That's what we say. So you're not emailing like 20 questions, which you won't have it 'cause we're very thorough. If you think we're thorough here, I mean, you can imagine what the course look like. You know what I'm saying? So we don't play because we don't have time to play.
Right.
I got you.
And yeah, when I say that, I'm not being smart. I'm saying for real because we're working.
No, I understand.
That's why we really give you what you need. So, you might have a one-off. It's like, hey, what, but overall, you should be pretty good. Either way you decide to go.
Okay. Okay. And then I think I heard you say the 4-pack, the express courses, the 4-pack, that's the one to start out with that'll get me on the road.
Yes, ma'am. Everything you need in that 4-pack. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yeah, everything
All right,
you need.
sounds
Well, Miss
awesome.
Talia, we wishing you the best, and everybody, we thank you so much. Miss Susan's been with us from day one.
I was going to say hi, Susan. Hi, Angela.
Just a shout out. And I saw Donna on here too. There she is. Hey, Donna. And everybody, we got 2 Donnas. How's everybody? So yeah, and Quintilla Person Hicks, I see you in the chat all the time on Facebook. So shout out to everybody. We really appreciate it. And I'm only on page 1. Let me just go really quick.
Can we answer one more question? It's real quick.
I needed to answer a question too.
It's from the chat. Michelle Reed says, "Hi ladies, my comment got lost above. Just wondering about registering my business name in Illinois. Thanks so much, ladies, and God bless."
Oh, go ahead, Alexis.
So she wanted to know about registering her business name.
So with the state, is that what that's what you're referring to? Yeah. So the process is the same in most states. You pick your name, make sure no one else has it. They'll reserve it for you long enough to get your LLC. And then the business. So that's how it works in Georgia. It's a 2-step process. You reserve the name and then you get the LLC, or you can skip the reserve, or you can put like 3 different choices and they'll just assign you what they want you to have. So you got a couple of different ways when it comes to reserving your name, but make sure nobody else has your name in your area. And I would even do a couple state searches just to make sure, a general web search rather. So like if you got Smith's Mobile Notary, that's probably pretty common. You probably going to have a Smith in Arizona. You're going to have a Smith in Georgia. You know what I mean? So I would probably put something else with that, you know, maybe B Smiths, or add something to it so you can stand out.
Does she do that now? That I was trying to go back.
I wouldn't buy anything
That was her
until you
original
take
question.
training. Yeah, don't buy names, don't buy none of that, LLCs, EINs, even though it's free. Let's get this information we need to do the business before we start. Because you might even realize, you know what, I don't want to do this. And you spent $400 on an LLC, or you have to maintain LLCs. That's the thing nobody ever talk about. They need maintaining. You don't just buy it and you're done. You got to pay annual fees for it. I mean, it's a whole situation, y'all.
I wanted to answer.
We want you to get it, but we want you to get it when it's appropriate time and once we start making some money, okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I wanted to answer the question that was in the chat. When I spoke about I have a setup in my garage, somebody said, what's the setup? I have a small desk. I have business cards on my desk and pens. I have a chair for the clients to sit, and I have a fan, you know, because it's hot. And so, so that's all I have. I just have a little pencil holder, a small desk when they come, I get my pack bag out of my trunk, put it on the desk, and serve my clients. So that's all it is.
And I don't even have all that. I do it right out the back of my trunk. I have my CRV has like, I could pop it up and it has like a hard surface. So I do it right there. Marcelle is also in our Facebook group. Guys, you may want to check her out. She has she does weddings right there in the driveway, okay? So check out Facebook. Literally. Yeah, check out our Facebook group. Marcelle, her pictures are in there. She has a nice little setup. She put a couch, table. I mean, she's doing a thing.
It looks really nice.
Yeah, and several weddings right there in the garage, y'all. So we are making some things happen over at Notary Educators. We are so proud of everybody. Is that it for the chat? Because I know we didn't get a chance to show a lot of love to the chat.
And yes, a notary in Georgia can be a wedding officiant.
Yes. Now there are a couple extra steps to being one, but you can be one.
Right.
It's not just as a notary. Some states allow you to be a wedding officiant strictly because you're a notary. But in Georgia, you got to go one extra step, and that's going through like one of the Christian online thingies, and they give you like a certificate ordaining you and stuff. Okay. Tashara, that's gonna be the last question.
Hey.
Hey, is that TT Shower?
That is.
That's T-Shara.
Hey, we see her all the time on our lives. You are on mute, T-Shower. You're on mute. Can you come off from mute? Is her hand really up?
There we go.
Oh, sorry, ladies.
Oh. Hey.
I was trying to hit the button.
How you doing,
girl?
Hey.
I just wanted to say, Alexis, thanks for the training. And, you know, I appreciate y'all ladies and everything. I'm pretty sure Alexis told y'all I was very nervous. And Kimmi had me scared because I didn't answer my phone the first day. Alexis called me.
She told me about that.
Phone.
She told me about that. Yes, because what do we teach? What do we teach, TT Shower? What do we teach about that telephone?
Not keep it by you. If you gotta sleep with that phone, you better sleep with that phone. I was cooking.
I was cooking. Yes, if you gotta sleep with that telephone, we are answering every single phone call at Notary Educators. That is so
yes,
fun.
ma'am. Yeah, I just want to say thanks for the training. That you're very thorough, straight to the point. As you said, no fluff. You know, questions equal money. I ask every question. I'm not sure if Alexis told you about my stamp that I already had. She said, "When you ready?" The acknowledgement and the jurat.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty much straightforward. So yeah, I appreciate it and thank you. And again, like everyone else, I found y'all on YouTube, just kind of Googling different things and trying to figure out something else to do. So yeah.
Oh, we are so glad we could be on your journey with you. So Monday night, so don't forget, that's how we're gonna be doing ongoing. I don't want to call it mentorship because it's not. We are equals, and you might know something I don't know. So it's really gonna shake up what this notary space is on Mondays. We're really excited about that. So thank you, Miss TT Shara.
You're welcome. Thank you, ladies.
All right. Well, everybody, on behalf of Notary Educators and Notary Life with Kimmi on YouTube, we do want to thank you all for joining us. We know we went way over, but it was our commitment this evening to make sure we answered every single question, and we really try to do our best. If we did miss you for some reason, please, or if you did not get the link for some reason, don't kill us. Just shoot us an email and watch the replay, okay? So on behalf of everybody, I'm going to say goodnight, and I'll let the ladies say goodnight. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Yes. Thank you all so much. We cannot wait for Monday. I cannot wait to see what you all do. Make sure you all are signed up online, Facebook group, and online to get the Zoom link for Monday nights. But it was our pleasure, and I just can't wait to see what you all do.
Yes, you guys, I really enjoyed tonight. It was very exciting for me. I really enjoyed spending time with you. I do have to make a comment because I was intending to, but we pass it on to Ms. Rising Phoenix. I know you'll do great. You can contact us through Notary Educators, and I can spend 15 minutes with you, to help you out since I train with you, and I'll be happy to do that. If you need further something, then we can discuss that, but I'll be happy to talk to you to get you back on the path to being successful in your notary business. But I love you guys. I really had a great time tonight.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to say goodbye until
Bye-bye.
Monday. Much success out there, guys.
Night.
Bye. Thank you again for listening to the Notary Life with Kimmi podcast. We would love to be a part of your notary journey. Please visit us at notaryeducatorsllc.com for all of your notary training needs. Also, please feel free to join the Notary Life with Kimmi YouTube channel, where Kimmi has over 400 videos that will help you to grow and build a successful notary business. Until the next episode, we wish you much success on your journey. Bye.